Buying Ring of Wealth PLC. Buying Ring of Wealth, please.
Oops. Yo, Hogarth. What up, dog? You on the Discord or what? Yo, yo. What up, Zamraz?
Yo.
What up, dog? Where did I put the RuneScape wood? That's a tough one. Yo, why isn't this firing? Oh, I forgot to get it out. It's still in my car. Arm the cannon. I tried. It's not shooting. Oh, it's barely shooting. I don't know why. Am I supposed to... Am I doing something wrong? How you doing tonight, Nat Razzie? How's your night, brother? Ooh, a 29? Dude, why isn't it shooting? I don't... Cannons will only shoot one enemy if the area isn't oh, well, that's great. There's gotta be a multi-combat lesser demon area. It's not even shooting this one. There we go, finally. Oh man, it took that one down quick. Boom. Kill him. Oh my. That's another one on the strength levels. 58. 2 more levels and we switch it to attack. Oof, it hit 2 of them. It was hitting both of them joints for a second. See, look, it just hit another one. It hit the skeleton.
Spare me, change me, boy.
You need some change?
That's what it said. His name is Charlie the Tramp.
Oh, what are you doing, a quest?
Oh man, I need to choose from.
Which one do you say you're doing?
I kind of want to do this balloon transport crafting guy.
That's a free-to-play quest?
I don't know, because it says finished enlightened journey and then 30 fire making, so I probably need to be a high level.
Oof. You ever hit 10 on your attack and defense yet?
I'm actually just gonna do that real quick.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
Because your attack should be close, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost there. It's like a level or two. Who knows? I have restored one energy.
This dwarf cannon is freaking OP, dog. Got you on the request, dog. I got you. Don't worry. See Shanty 2 clapping on the beats. Ooh, replay. That. Jeez, dog, relax. Sorry. I just had to jam out for a second, you feel me? It's a classic. How could you not?
Bro.
Nice. What's up?
No.
What happened?
The freaking wizard just killed me, dude.
No.
What do I do? Please guide me through this. This has never happened.
Alright, so you died and you have a tombstone now, right? So basically what you can do is, you're at the Lumbridge Castle. If you go north from the Lumbridge Castle, like up and right, there should be a small little cemetery. If you like zoom out, you'll see a small little cemetery. In that bottom corner, there's a like a grave that looks like you can enter it. When you go in there, you should find Death in there. You should be able to right click and trade him and get your stuff back. And if not, if he doesn't have your stuff, then you have 15 minutes to get back to where you were to get all your stuff back, which is plenty of time, so don't freak out. Were you heading to Varrock?
Yeah.
By like the Stonehenge looking place?
Yep.
That's why we need to get your levels up, dog, so crap like that don't happen. They won't even aggro you once you get past a certain level. Did you find that cemetery?
No, I'm still. I was just letting you talk because I'm still talking to Death.
Oh, okay. Should be once you finish talking to him and you're in the Lumbridge Castle, it should be like northeast of the Lumbridge Castle. It's like if you zoom out, you'll see it. It's a small little cemetery.
Okay. Bro, why is Death not letting me leave? This is I haven't finished talking to you yet. Okay.
Just finish the if you hold down the space bar while you guys talk, it'll skip through everything.
Oh.
You stupid piece of crap. Very funny.
You said it's northeast of Lumbridge?
Yeah, once you like come back, you'll respawn to Lumbridge Castle. It should be northeast. And if you zoom out, you should see like a small little cemetery. And do you see a little timer right underneath your mini-map?
Yeah, I see it.
That timer is basically telling you how long you have until your items, they're pretty much safe until then.
Okay.
Once that timer is up, then your items will be available for anybody to pick up. Let me know if you find the cemetery. If you don't, then I can come to you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm crazy. I just don't think I can see it.
Alright, hold on. Finish killing this last demon. This last demon. Let me kill this demon. And he's dead. I shall come to you.
Yeah, I think I'm in 301.
Let me see. Hold him in 301. Yes, hop 2. Yes, let's hop 2. We hop 2. Perfect. And now we will tele to. Let's go to Drainer. Let's see. We're gonna come to you real quick. Wait, let's just do it like this. And then grab, where's this one here? Alright, go back to Lumbridge Castle.
Alright.
Bro, you know, it's my bad. I don't know how long I've been playing this game now, 20 years, and I always feel like Lumbridge Castle is facing north. It's facing east. Get that through your thick skull.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
goodness.
I was like looking at the map, I'd get out and I'd look, and I'm like,
So it's southeast. Let me see where you at. That's Big T, Mr. Fart, Geraldo.
oh my goodness, I'm so sorry that I'm this sir.
Wait, where are you?
Right in front of the steps on all red.
Hold on. Wait, I didn't hop to your world? I thought I did. Alright, well, I guess I didn't, but I'm here now. Wait, I tried to be there? There we go. Alright, oh, there you are. I see you. Right here?
Yeah, I see.
So it's this grave right here. It's Death's Domain. So click on this. Then right click Death and hit collect. And see if that's all the stuff that that you might have dropped. If not, then we can just go back to the spot. How much time you got left on that timer?
Bro, there's nothing there.
There's nothing? Okay, no worries. How much left do you have on the timer?
13 minutes.
Alright, leave the Death's Domain. I'll be right outside and then we can go to... You didn't happen to have that book on you, right? That teleport book?
I did.
You did?
Did.
Okay, no worries, no worries. So easiest way honestly is we're just gonna have to book it there.
Honestly, I'm figuring it out.
Are you?
What the heck?
11 minutes or what?
12. Hey, yo, what's going on?
Hey! You got that creep walk, dog.
Just like, what the heck is going on there?
You gotta be careful for people like them. Alright, so your guy probably died somewhere around here. You're gonna see the tombstone pop up, but don't go for the tombstone yet. I'm gonna go grab my armors and weapon just in case they try to aggro you again. So I'm gonna say stop like right here. Don't follow me any longer.
It's right here. It's right here.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Grab it. Hurry. Grab it. You're good. Did you grab all the stuff?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Grab it. I got you. You grabbed everything?
I'm trying to right now.
Don't worry about them. I got your back.
For some reason, I have to like, literally grab every single trout.
That's alright. One by one, baby.
Alright, will you...
Don't worry. I got him. You got everything?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's go.
Just not my book, obviously.
We'll get your book back. Yeah, you gotta be careful of that area. That's a tricky area. If you're low level, they'll aggro you every single time. But once you get above, like, I think, honestly, like, double their level, they might stop aggroing you. Maybe a little less than that, 10, 12. But I'm gonna give you something that might help you out here in a second. Yeah, too bad, right, Zermaz? Let's see, where's it at? Trade me real quick. Wear that amulet of power.
It's okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Roll.
Are you wearing a iron chest plate or steel?
I think it's steel.
Go to your worn equipment to the right of your inventory button.
wearing steel. I'm wearing iron.
You're wearing iron?
Yeah.
Did you accidentally bank your steel?
I definitely banked my steel. Hold up.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm like, why is he wearing an iron chest plate?
I know that you pointed it out. I realized that.
BRT.
You get your steel?
Yes, sir.
Where you at?
Oh.
I'm gonna grab you something real quick. What do you have? What are you carrying in your inventory right now?
I have trout and some armor. Let me put it back.
Yeah, whatever armor you're not wearing, just put it in your inventory. Unnecessary weight.
Seems like a challenge at first if you aren't used to hearing it.
Bro's spitting knowledge right now.
Yeah. Lynn is more equipped. Went to buy a tour.
Imagine not living. Duh. No.
Nice.
He's shot.
Wait,
That.
is that the real Tarzan?
No.
I know you got some campaign.
Try to not unalive challenge Golly.
You Haitian.
You Asian. Why?
No.
Stop it now.
Scary.
Horde
Don't
mode.
believe Tarzan it.
Oh, double.
I knew you
I
were
only see it in
Ah,
You would buy who?
Dude,
Scared
to
be
be
done
damn
you
ghost.
They
No.
love you about me. It's okay.
It's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you got in your inventory now?
Just
I
5
heard
trout,
him.
my helmet, my shield, 52 coins, and strength potion.
But
This
look at this. Look at this free money right here. You see it?
Risk-free
Hi.
year services.
Grab it, hurry. Grab it.
Hello.
Grab it before somebody else does.
Hi.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Visit www.Sacred or Chi. Buy plus sell gold account services.
Why does it not
You
let
grab
me?
It's,
Hey.
it's somebody acting a prop as a prop.
Yeah.
For fang.
Wait,
Or Chi.
Facts. Hold on, let me ignore all these people. Holy crap. There's so much spam.
66.
Struggling for the not three winners. Every 30 minutes, as
You're done.
115 pounds giveaway. Slide now, take 0 and ask.
Holy moly, there's so many freaking spam botters. There we go. Alright, let's see. What did I want to buy my boy?
Taking all trash sorting item.
Yo. Spare some gold.
Thank you.
What is this buying at?
Horse ham with one up in quick.
780?
Yeah. 100 rune pickaxe is 18 page. Taking all trash or any item.
Ben, can you use wizard to cheese?
Alright. Where you at?
Ben, can you use your whistle set, Chief?
I'm still here. Right.
Come outside again. You know those potions that I gave you that were like noted?
Just strength potions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you put them all away or did you take one out?
I got them.
Are they all still noted?
Yeah, all 5.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna trade you again.
That's part of
Are you
what
following me
scared
or something?
Okay, now
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
basically,
Your ass is following.
let's go this way.
I wouldn't dare grant myself such an honor. With that,
Oh my god.
Woof.
Do you have plain black armor I can buy? Just plain black.
McIntyre?
McIntyre, what the heck?
I do not.
Alright, so basically when you get something that's noted, that just basically means like whatever that item that's on a note, you can get it in a bank. So it's kind of like an IOU. You can't use that item. It's just a banknote that says you have this many of these items. So basically, once you put it in the bank, then you can take it out as a regular item. So
they're pretty much notes for the things that
right.
you input all day.
So click the bank, and then right click your potions and put all of them, like deposit all potions, and then go back to your bank, like where they deposited, and just click one of each, like take out one of each.
Yo, what the heck? Okay.
Okay, now go back into your bank. Before you leave, you see on the bottom there's like a bunch of buttons at the bottom of your bank.
Yeah.
Okay, so the most important ones is withdraw as. You have item and note. So if you have, so there's certain items, for example, like those potions, they take up 1 slot per potion. So let's say you're just trying to spread the wealth, you want to give somebody a crap ton of potions, but you don't want to take up all your inventory spaces. You can click note, and then you can right click it and just hit X amount or whatever amount you want, and then it'll withdraw them as notes. And then you can click it back to item, and then you'll get the actual item. Just know when you have them in notes, they're more of IOUs, you can't use the item.
Yeah, I get you.
So grab each of one of those potions, one of each of those potions, store your money, and just have your potions and your food. Oh, the energy potions actually bring like 3 with you. So here's the great thing about those energy potions. You know when you like hover over it, it says like 4 in parentheses.
Yeah.
So that means you have 4 doses, right? You can drink it up to 4 times, right? Each drink is 20 energy. So when your sprint goes down to like 75 or 80, you can take a drink and it'll bring you 20 up. So that stamina, I gave you 50 potions, that's technically 200 doses. So you should be able to run your tail off.
Thanks, Walter White.
Of course. And then this, I think this is going to be your best place to train right now. Let me see. Hit that one rock that says climb down entrance. Oh, this is gonna make you do this stupid thing though. That's okay. The second door is gonna ask you like a stupid question, like a security question. It's gonna be the easiest answer, obviously. The one that says don't share your password or whatever, like. Okay, fight these goblins. These are actually higher level goblins. These are level 13. Well, you're fighting a level 5. Some of them are level 13. What do you have it switched to right now? You just leveled up. What's your
It was on lunch, right? It's on lunch right now.
So shared, right? What's your attack strength defense? Is it still a 6.5 or something?
965 now. Attack is just now at 9, defense is almost at 7, and strength is climbing 5.
Bet. Okay. Yeah, be careful. Don't go too low in health. How many trout do you have?
10 right now.
Okay. Let me see. Go to your combat and switch it to slash. That should be the attack option.
Okay.
So that way, once you hit it to 10, then you can switch it to block. So that way you can get your defense to 10, and then we can move you to black armor, and then you can switch it to strength, and you can use those strength potions I gave you, which give you a boost.
Okay.
So keep it on slash for now, so you can train your attack. Once you get your attack to 10, switch it to the defensive option. Oh, would you just level? Attack? Or is it hit points?
I think it was just hit points.
What's it say in your chat? If you hit all on your chat or game chat.
Total level of 75.
Got you.
Oh, I guess advanced hit points level, you are now level 13.
Bet. Okay. So that means you can, your hit points grew to 13 max now.
Yes,
I'm at 56 hit point. We're getting up there, dog. We're grinding.
Grinder.
Don't forget to pick up and bury the bones too. I mean, don't worry about that right now. I'm just saying eventually, because you're gonna need to focus on that. Right now we want to focus on leveling up your combat. Ooh, what was that?
Strength is now level 6.
Strength?
Yes,
How strength? Is slash a strength option?
Bro, chop is for.
Oh my bad, dog.
His attack. You're good.
I don't have the weapon in my hand. Otherwise, I would have been able to. I just kind of guessed. So what are you at now, level wise?
966.
Bet. Okay, so you changed it to the attack one now, right?
Yeah.
Bet. So then what I'll do is, how many trout you have now? Still 10?
Let me check. Oh, I lied. I have 11.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna go grab a black set for you, so that way when you level up, you can just trade, or you can trade me, and then I'll give it to you, and you can wear it right away.
Okay.
Black is one of my favorite armors. It just kind of sucks it's a low level armor. When you see how dope it is, it's like you would think that it's
high level armor.
Yeah.
Trying to spread good vibes.
Definitely nice with the trainer bag.
10,000 feathers, one cheek.
Some
Yeah, it's got a better
activities
deal.
still go back.
World is crazy right now.
Some mean but fantastic train. Well, you can get an endgame research.
No, not if you are. I just hope everyone can help
I
lend a
tried to
hand.
listen, but he just weakened my stats.
Level 10.
Level 10 attack?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Switch it to defense.
Lost everything to the hill giant.
Shadow is better in my opinion.
Exclamation level 1/54 X2 command 150 km minus 500 MFG 3D4. Exclamation slots X3 vet can you retry 50 km minus 500 MFG 3D4. In exclamation F exclamation C exclamation W exclamation J exclamation H 50k minus 500 MFG 3D4.
George Bush.
Appreciate you, Zahra. Thank you so much for coming through. As always, I appreciate the love and support. As always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Take it easy. Stay safe.
get a 10 in here.
Taking all trash with any item.
Defense level 7.
Someone give me 2 teddies.
Nice. My boy moving.
Yes.
Pastors, knows.
Not give away for killing content. A kick 0 of a pass penny.
Selling the One Ring.
Can someone teach me how long the page reaches is?
Need one field with plus, no. Taking all trash with any item.
Selling the One Ring. Hey, so much shot left. You know this ranger here.
No problem.
Selling the One Ring.
Taking all trash with any item.
Someone give me 2 empties.
I need to come in here and set my friend first.
I want my money doubled.
This dude's trying to get scammed, talking about I want my money doubled. Okay, dog, sure.
You're done. Get it.
Dead serious.
Taking all trash.
It's probably a reverse scam.
Selling the One Ring.
Need to.
How many of the 10% to warrant costs you are just
Selling the One Ring.
Someone teach me
Oh, that's
how long the
1891. I can't read.
Seal.
Selling the One Ring.
Helen. You okay, buddy?
Are you what's you leveled up defense yet?
Yeah, level 8.
Well, how much food you got left?
Eight tray.
Selling the One Ring.
No.
Crazy. Visit www.staking4G.
You've never used the GE to buy anything yet, have you?
No.
Oh, it's kind of fun. I'm gonna have
I
to.
haven't even bothered. I'm just kind of like more so gonna just wait and let you show me.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna show you eventually. I just kind of do it quickly because I know what I need to grab.
Oh man, that's rough.
But I need to tell you how it works because honestly, it's probably one of the most useful things in this game.
Especially when you do quests and stuff.
Oh yeah, going there and just buying the stuff you need? Heck yes.
technically not allowed any non-push round.
What makes an animal kosher?
That means any animal that has not gone may be killed.
Yeah, one sec.
Let's see. It's thunderstorming outside. Let's get inside. Cover ourselves up from the rain. Oh, there's somebody already over here with that John.
That's awesome. That's low tier armor.
Mm-hmm. Level 10.
Bro. Almost there.
Yeah, chilling with my cousin, helping him level up. How you doing today, mental midget?
Yes, sir.
You know, the things that you help me do every now and again. That's what I'm helping my cousin do. I'm not trust me, I'm very familiar with these free-to-play worlds. These are technically my original homes. And they will be my home here soon, in about 5 days, I believe, once again. Absolutely, dog. How are you? All is 100% well. Nice. Is that 10? Defense?
Yes, sir. I just need to get strength up to 10 now. That's
So
6,
attack gives you the ability to hold the weapon or use the weapon. Defense gives you the ability to wear the armor. Strength is just for your max hit points.
okay.
So strength doesn't mess with your ability to wear or use what's it called?
Strength would be nice to kind of get up because my max hit points.
I'm mainly free to play. I was gifted 2 bonds throughout some of the streams. Shout out to my boys Scheffler and Pond Poland. Ooh, fresh.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Woof. Yo, chill. Yo. Yeah, my boy's trying to take digs at me, dog. Hold on, brother.
Yes.
He said, damn, I couldn't imagine playing free to play as an adult while I have a job. Alright, listen, we all have priorities, my guy. Alright?
Hey.
Listen.
He's about to make me go buy the membership.
Listen.
He's about
I
to
think-
make me go buy the
I
membership,
think
bro.
he's more digging at me at the fact, you know what I'm saying, that my membership's about to run out, you know, and I'm yeah. He's basically saying I got the money for it.
Yes.
Which I do. In all respect, I do, but don't worry. We'll definitely we'll figure something out here. My boy hit me with the wizard. Okay. We can get you actually some decent boots that have some good stats here. It's just gonna be annoying because you're gonna have to answer a question every time you pass a second door. Oh yeah, you should be killing these guys because these actually give you a drop for something, a staff you can make. A bone staff.
I'm cooking them.
I'm just saying, as a child, it was fine because that was all I had, but then there's a lot of players that use gold to buy bonds. That's cool too, but it's kind of tricky to get stats and find certain activities and make enough gold. Yeah, and that's the point. Like, honestly, I think I would fall out of love for RuneScape if the main reason why I'm playing RuneScape, or the majority of my time playing RuneScape, I'm only playing to make money for a bond. You know what I'm saying? That would make no sense. Because then, when am I gonna play to enjoy the game? You know, I'll be too busy trying to make money, keeping up with my bonds and whatnot. Bonds are at a disgusting price right now. I got some more food if you need it, Hoderman. We'll see. I mean, at this point, I don't have any free-to-play quests to do, and it's going to be pretty hard to skill some of these things on free-to-play. So maybe, we'll see.
I'm gonna go grab a bev. I'll be back.
But oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I would definitely love to do that. I think I might be ready here soon. I've been collecting some big bones, but I also think that I'll probably buy some bones as well. I don't know if I'll match the same amount or buy some more, but I'll definitely invest in some bones and hit the chaos altar, because I'd love to get my prayer up. I'd love to do that so we can start PVMing. And some of these prayer outfits are kind of dope. Investment. Definitely hit the chaos before your membership runs out. Yeah, I figured hit the chaos, try to do as many quests as I can possible. I'll probably, I don't know if I'll do that on stream or off stream. Tomorrow's the day off, and I have the day after that off, so I might do some early streaming and just kind of quest grind. Because I know one thing for sure, I would love to try to work on that agility, just in case I spend, hopefully I don't plan too much. I don't want to plan too much time being free to play. But if I do spend an decent amount of time doing free to play, I'd like for my stamina to be somewhat decent, you know? Bet. What do you do for work, brother?
Come back.
Bet. Do you need food right now, or are you good?
I'm at 5 trout right now.
Would you say 5 trout?
Yeah.
Did you have that super or that strength potion still on you? Okay, drink the strength potion and change your thing to strength.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you should definitely be able to hop on. At least drop in, say what's up for a second, you know what I'm saying? I'm a full-time barber, dog. I own my own business. I rent a chair at a really good friend's barber shop. And I work Tuesday through Saturdays, cutting hairs, fading away. Getting faded and fading people up, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
Giving fades and getting fades.
Yeah, like when people come into the stream and they're actually like swinging.
Mental Midget is definitely one of those guys. He's helped me. He's been on like I believe like 2 previous streams, and from the moment he dropped in, he was just knowledge after knowledge after knowledge, and I'm like, all right, cool, I like this. This is good. He first dropped in talking about, oh yeah, why are you doing this? Why are you using this? And I'm like, well, because I need somebody like you to come in and help me and tell me why I shouldn't be using it. Trade me whenever you're ready. I've got a bunch more food for you. How many spaces do you have open?
I have 12.
You have your armor, your old armor in your inventory?
Yeah.
Give me all that. Let me see. That's 4, 8. Should be fine. Oh, you don't have enough space for that?
Hold up, let me trade here.
Try not to overwhelm people with stuff because it can get really preachy instructional and turn people. Ah, no, not for me, dog. I'm all for it, brother. Trust and believe. I am all for it, 100%. Especially if you're.
We just need to learn how to take constructive criticism.
Yeah, some people just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like, for me, I feel like I know a lot about this game, but then I also feel like there's a lot that I don't know about this game, and that a lot that I think I know isn't as much as it is, actually. You feel me? You don't, how many spaces do you have? Open spaces. If you got bones, bury them, or you know.
I have 12. I'm trying to offer you my armor, but it's like.
Oh yeah, you still probably you don't have the quest points for it. Just take the fish. It's all good.
Thank you.
You're good. Yeah, this game will definitely humble you quick. My cousin, you just missed it. You just missed a very humbling moment. About an hour ago when we first hopped on stream, my cousin was just, you know, minding his own business, walking along, and my boy got attacked by the ruthless wizards of the Southside Varrock monument, stone monuments, you feel me? So we had to go back and get it back in blood. Get his get back. I had to clap a few mages while he got his stuff back, you feel me?
Yeah, me dig bow.
Oh yeah, they've gotten everyone. Everyone, bro. They've gotten me before. They've gotten my cousin. They've gotten everyone. They're infamous. I'm almost 100% certain I've already warned him about them, but it doesn't matter what kind of warning you give anyone. It does not matter what you say. They will one day, somehow, someway, clap you anyway. Nice. Shuffler, what up, my guy? Southside Varrock family. How are you, brother? Hope y'all ate some good food today. Definitely, we went to this, we went and visited the fair today, so that was kind of fun. Got some good fair food. Currently kicking it with Cuzzo while he works on some combat here. He just got to black. and he's already grinding, so did your strength potion wear off yet, or is it still going? You should see like a strength icon in, I believe, the upper left corner.
It's still going. I got like 40 seconds.
Okay. What's your strength level at now?
9.
Of course, my guy. Is that 9 boosted or your actual 9? The bottom level is your actual level. When you take
9.
potions, you boost.
It's 9.
Okay, cool. So you're 10, 9, 10?
Yeah. 10, 9.
Dude, Shuffler, you know the invite is open, but here's the thing, I'm not gonna invite you knowing that you live, let's just say, halfway across the country. Hey, if you're sliding, you wanna go tomorrow? Have these minotaurs that you've been killing, have they dropped anything like a left half of a skull or a right half of a skull or something like that?
No, they've just been dropping like helmets or
Okay. Well, at one point it's not a rare drop, but it's got a low percentage on the drop table for them. Bet, let me know, dog. But there is a like a left skull, right skull, or something like that. If you see it, pick it up and keep it. You're gonna need it at one point. You can create your own weapon. Heck yeah, dog. I got a spare room. I got a basement. You know what I'm saying? The basement feels nice and cool. That's where I am right now. You feel me? So that's the RuneScape den. Don't forget to eat, Hoderman. Oh, my boy one-shotted him? What happened there?
I don't know how good is that, but you know, we just like that. It's that black armor, bro.
You feel me? My boy one-tapped him or what?
I have no clue where the one tap came from.
Ooh, is that 10 strength or what?
Yes,
Nice. Alright, switch back to attack.
Hold up, bro. The sandwich lady's gonna be asking me if I want a sandwich.
Yeah, ask her, just take whatever sandwich she gives you. Or if you can choose one.
How's the sandwich lady gonna tell me you look hungry? Tell you what, I have a chocolate bar on me.
Oof. She's trying to say something, dog. She said she's trying to say you ain't been fed well. Is that strength potion worn off yet?
Yeah, it did.
Drink another dose. Or no, don't drink another dose because you're not gonna be working on strength. So just switch to your attack mode and then go back to going ham. Because honestly, I've got some stuff for you, dog. Like, I'm just waiting for you to level up. I've got some nice stuff for you, G.
That's what I need to do is level up. That's what I really need to do. This little area is like perfect.
This is where I've trained most of my time when I was a kid. Because this place has 4 levels, and the deeper you go into it, the higher the levels of the NPCs. So it's like perfect. The more you go, the more you level up. the deeper you can just go and keep training. So does it matter that he's not using attack? Just because he isn't using training strength doesn't mean he shouldn't boost his strength with a pot. Oh, bet. Okay. Never mind. Drink that strength potion. I haven't misunderstood. So even though you might be training attack, your strength, I guess I should have known this. Your strength still matters. Okay. So you'll hit higher and you'll get better XP rates. Wow, I should, you know, now that I say it out loud, it makes me feel really stupid.
That makes sense. No.
Oh, you scared the mess out of me. The dude that's fighting somebody right underneath you. I was like, wait, hold on.
I had to look to the top right of my screen to make sure I actually wasn't dying there.
I'll try not to, but I slightly feel like a mental midget. Let's see here. What's the best potion that I could get for him that would help him train his combat a little quicker? Because I know combat potions are members only, right? There's so many freaking members on, potions on members worlds, G. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, I bet.
Honestly though, like, when you start playing members and you fully, like, explore what members gives you. Yeah. Oh, strength potions only. Appreciate it, Scheffler. When you explore what members actually has to offer, like quests and like just the map itself is so much bigger. You can explore so much more of the map than you normally would be able to.
Yeah.
But it's
there are some places I can't go that I've realized that you need to have like that member thing.
Yep. Oh yeah, members is for sure 99% of the game. But you don't realize that until you get members though. Like when I was free to play as a kid, like, you know, you don't realize you don't realize how much of the game you're missing out on until you maybe like pick up a random item from a members world where you're just like, oh, I picked this up. Or not a members world, but you're in a free to play world, somebody drops a members item, you pick it up and it's like, oh, this is only a members item. You're like, oh, well, I can't use that because I'm not a member. Yeah, so you lose out on a few things, but when you're free to play, you kind of don't realize how restricted you are. The game is pretty big. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the first time I got members, the first and only time I got members, I carried it for like maybe a month. Amazon Prime was like doing free weeks or whatever, a free week here and there. I carried my membership for a little while. Worked out. But when I first started, it was super dope, bro. Honestly, I was having a lot of fun just exploring the map. And I think most of the time that I was members back then, I spent a lot of time on RS3, unfortunately. I didn't know, but whatever.
Hello.
this is not gonna work. You still good on food and everything, or what?
Yeah, I got 5 trout left.
Warning track
I'm gonna come back over there pretty soon, so I'm gonna bring you some more. I have more.
Track 2026 will try and send you virus over Discord. Be careful.
Hey, wingmate.
Get over here.
You level anything recently?
Yeah, I'm also level 13. And then I have, I think, my hit points at level 15.
Nice. Definitely went the wrong way.
Ooh, little boy's dripping. Ooh, one shot. Stupid. XP gain.
Oh, one shot.
That's crazy.
Nice recipe shoes. Appreciate it, dog. You know how we rock. Let's give you this. I'm gonna give you this, but let me know how many free spaces you have after that.
6.
Oh, can you just drop your armor? You can drop stuff, can't you?
I have an empty vial.
Yeah.
Strength potion.
Drop that too. Empty vials you drop. Appreciate you, midget, my guy. Did it let you drop it or no?
Yeah, it's all under me.
What are you carrying besides the fish?
My green hat. 22 coins, 3 energy potions, and 12 trap.
Try to see, let's see. Try to see if you can, how many spots do you have now open?
I want to say
10?
11.
Here, I'm gonna just give you these. I think these give like 2 more hit points, maybe. So save these for last.
Okay.
Heck yeah. My guy, welcome to the Discord.
Yo, it just dropped me in the channel.
Hell yes. What do you mean?
Get dragged in.
I didn't know you could do that, or I got dragged.
That's alright.
All of a sudden I joined, I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
You're good, brother. Welcome, welcome. How's your night?
Chilling. Big chilling.
And this guy, Shuffler, said my cousin's ready for the Wildie. I don't think so, dog. You're trying to get us both killed.
Yo, Shuffle, chill. I'm over here just trying to level up.
All right, brother. This is the moment of truth, midget. What gas station is it? Cause I've got favorites, bro. I'm sorry, I've got favorites.
It's a Valero.
A Valeron?
A what?
Valero.
Valero. We don't got those out here.
Yeah, I think it's just a California thing.
Oh, got you. Oh, you're out in Cali too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'll be out there soon, brother.
Nice. Yeah, it's chill. The bosses are like it's branded a Valero. Like the people who own it are like, you know, their own people and they just own the building and the property and stuff. And then years ago, Valero was like, "Yo, you want to be a Valero and we'll give you like some discounts on some stuff." And
Why? That's like,
that.
nah.
I'm like, ah, sure.
You been there for some time, or?
Yeah, for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. It's like right by my house. Super chill. Like I said, like I know the owners like really personally, and like they're super cool. They like me. My manager likes me too, and
That's good,
he's
bro.
all like, yeah, he's like, you know, I look past a couple shit. Like you're always on your phone. I get that, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Look, as long as you get the
Like, gotta
job
make
done,
these RuneScape
brother.
gains somehow.
Facts. I just told my
But like,
clients
you know, if a
today,
customer
man.
comes in, it's like I'll put that shit. You know, I usually keep it like on the side, like out of sight. But like, you know, it's like I don't care if I die. Like I'll just help the customer. Like I'm not like that.
Listen, I just told my clients today they better, you know, if it comes down to it, I might start AFK training during their haircuts, and they can't say anything. All right,
Be
so
like, yo, can you hold my phone real quick? And just click these things real quick, and then.
yeah, just keep clicking it. You know, make sure when you see this green bar turn red, you know, just click this fish right here.
That'd be hilarious, dude. Then they'd be like, wait, so are you gonna tip me now?
Right.
You're like, no, you're still tipping, bro.
Talking about, wait, what are you talking about? Nah, you're still getting your hair cut just regularly. You know what I'm saying? This is like a kid's cut. You know how you give them an iPad, you let them watch Baby Shark. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
We're just babysitting you now. You know what I'm saying?
Or they might get the wrong idea and be like, oh, so you just don't like talking to me, huh?
Hey, you know, sometimes I hate to be that guy. You know?
I get my cut from this lady, and like, you know, she'll ask me about life and just how's things going, but most of the time it's like I'm just quiet. Like I just let her do her thing and then fucking nip. But then
yeah, why not?
recently my fucking cousin I was telling him, we were going for a walk, and I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting my hair cut because I had hella long hair, and I was like, I just want to change. And he's like, I just shaved that. I was like, I don't know, like.
Shave it like as in razor bald shave?
Yeah, no, not razor, but you know, like a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
And
little buzz cut.
Like, yeah, buzz, yeah, exactly. And I was like, sure. And he did that shit hella good, and my shit's growing out now. And now it's like the top of my hair, like automatically stands up. It's not like oily or anything.
Yeah.
You know, obviously after a few days or whatever, if I don't fucking shower, but it's like, you know.
Is your hair
just,
like normally a little
up.
curly?
No, not curly. It just like it has a natural like if I put, you know, if you put some gel in and kind of like put your hair back a little bit, you get that kind of like curve,
right?
Like almost like not a pompadour, but like
it's got some volume.
Yeah, I've never exactly. Yeah, it's like volume, and it's like my hair's like I've never seen my hair do that because I think it's like longer on top than like on the sides or something. I'm not sure.
Your hair's got a mind of its own.
Pretty cool.
Have you like
new shampoo?
Have you always like racked it a little longer or something, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just cause like when I was younger, it was more like a convenience thing. It's like I don't want to just have to go to the haircut place and like, you know, every few weeks or a month. You know, my mom was like, I'm not paying for that. So
yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We're kind of expensive. We're getting up there, bro. It's getting expensive for a haircut, especially if you're maintaining your haircut every week to 2 weeks. So
yeah, and I've never done that. Yeah. But I'm sure you got clients that do that.
100%.
And it's like, hey, you know, I'm sure they look fresh. I'm sure you get them looking right. But it's like, yeah, I'm not throwing 30.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody for sure.
Throw $40 at his barber like every Friday. He said he's there every Friday. Never misses it. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, for some people, you know, like they can make it work, you know, and obviously I've seen it happen because people make it work on my end. But it's just at the end of the day, I can't say that I don't understand the person who can't make it work. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah. I mean,
sometimes
that,
it
like,
doesn't
I
work.
could buy a haircut now. I'm not like poor. But I just I fucked with my long hair, and it was almost like a Samson thing, you know, like I can like I have nice long dope looking hair, and there's dudes my age that are bald.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So it's like I'm gonna flex that a little bit, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to like lose weight and get more into shape, and washing my hair after like a gym session was just like
gracious.
It was annoying, man. I was like, you know what? I just want to shave my shit and just do a bunch of cardio, and that's kind of what I've been doing.
Nice, good stuff. Good on you, bro. Congratulations. Shuffler says a fresh haircut could change a man's life. That's 100%, bro. That's one of my favorite things about being a barber. Like, just knowing that you could take a person's like day and just turn it upside down, literally. I've had people come in with like the crappiest of days, going through so much crap, and as soon as you give them that mirror, you turn them around, they look at themselves. It's like they just stand up with so much more, like, you know, pride, you know, chest up in the air.
That's risky business.
Man, it is.
Where I go, they got a fucking mirror, like a wall mirror type thing.
Sure. See,
that's risky to be like, yeah, dude, I'm sure you're doing fine. Can I look at it? No, I'll show you after the cut.
We have wall mirrors, like we have them along like our stations, but I always cut away from the mirror, just because. So I've been cutting for professionally licensed. I've been cutting for around like 6 years, and 4 of those years I've also been a licensed barber educator. So I've been teaching for some time. My main reason as to why I you know, face people away from the mirror is because 2 reasons. If I face you towards the mirror, you're gonna spend a lot of time, you know, looking at yourself. And reason number 2 is because sometimes the journey to the destination isn't always the same, and sometimes it doesn't always look pretty, but as long as you get to the destination, that's all that matters. And some people that don't cut hair don't understand that. They'll see certain parts of the haircut and they'll be like, whoa, 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 what the heck is this? It's like, okay, this is why I face you away from the mirror, so we don't have to stop every 5 minutes and go through this conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me, like, I get it. I understand, because there might be some risky people out there. But for me, like, I'm 100% confident in all the work that I do. I love my work.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not even the type where I really even care. Like, I might look and be like, I don't know, it's not short enough.
Right.
You know,
oh yeah,
I
no,
like that,
I get
it's
that.
Like, if I'm getting a haircut, I want, you know, and it's like, yeah, it's a little too long. Let me get that shortened. But I've never really had like a bad cut.
Yeah, especially being out there. I feel like the barbers out there are pretty good.
One tap that Minotaur.
Easy
He's
claps.
strong, man.
Easy claps.
He's big guy. He's big guy. This guy.
Easy claps.
For you.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't come out here and show him your fire blast, brother.
Yeah, I was out there in my I hardly ever use that gear because I don't think it looks that good, but it gives you magic damage %.
Bro,
so it's
hi,
like,
that this dude
it's the best
came
I can
over
win.
here. I'm freaking just training on these mossy hill giants. They're not like strong, but for me they're a decent level. This guy comes over here in his mage gear, claps one for 41. Like, jeez. I'm over here trying to hit 18 max hits off potions, and he's hitting 41s casually.
It's just, I mean, but the thing is, you'll get there eventually, and there's also potions for magic too, and there's like a relatively new one called the Forgotten Brew, where like it nukes your other stats, like your strength, your attack, and I don't think your range, and your defense.
Temporarily, though.
Sure. It gives you a little bit of prayer and it gives you like a nice magic bonus, so like it'll let you cast high level spells, you know, above your level. So
hold on, yo, Shuffler, be careful with what you say, because I not only turn you towards the mirror, but I give you another mirror so you can see the back. All right, there's no finessing going on here. You get 100% 360 haircut. It's all beautiful from all angles. All right, sorry, brother. This dude thinks I'm trying to finesse. Sure, give you a straight cut out of Lumbee. Oh, I don't know about that, dog. I don't want the Lumbridge cut. Have you seen Hans recently?
oh my god, that's the guy that tells you your age, right? Like how long.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a
terrible.
minute. My playtime is fucking getting up there on my alt account, the one that I was messing around with you.
Oh, that's your alt?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, my main's 125, and
jeez.
The thing that was holding me back from max combat was prayer, like all the dragon bones you need, and I had like, I want to say like 3,000 or 4,000, which I thought was a lot. I was like, yo, that's a few million gold, you know, like that's a lot of time at the Chaos Altar. You know, it takes a while to use the bones.
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
You might get killed. And I got from like 94 to like 95 and a half, or 90, or like close to 96, and I'm like, so what do I need, like 10,000, 20,000 to hit 99? So I ended up on my pure, or like my alt account, I decided I'm gonna just PK bots and people, you know, at the Chaos Altar. And I'm close to like, I think like 15k dragon bones now, but it's just like the time it takes to use all those on my main. It's like, it's
Yo, did you see what happened to Oda's Iron Man account?
I heard he made a new hardcore. I was in there with the original.
Or
when
hardcore.
He, like, entered BH, but I heard the new one died.
Yo, he got one tapped. Literally, it was probably a game tick, maybe even 2 ticks. But bro, the way he got hit, I felt so bad.
Was it in PvP or in like a monster?
No, it was PvP. So he was at the Chaos Altar. Somebody logged close, not underneath him, but close to him, or underneath one of his guys, and they didn't call a log quick enough. But he's not blaming his team. But the guy got a 46 max hit with a dragon. What was it? A dragon ball or dragonstone ball or some shit.
Oh yeah, it procced. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was. Oh,
dude, I've had one of those on this account. Like a guy logged in near me, like I was trying to kill a bot, the bot got away, or I killed it or something, and then I went back to my spot to like hop worlds, and he was like, 10 levels lower than me, but he was a PKer, and he logs in, and I'm like, oh, I'll just click him just to like get him in combat so he can log out, and I hit him for like a 48 with the dragon bolt, and it's like, hey, if you don't have anti-fire, you should not be PKing.
Wow.
It's because the bolts are very cheap and they're rune bolts. So like rune bolts do, decent damage, and then you add on this, extra effect, and it's like it's brutal if you don't have protection from it. But if you're like really low level, you're not gonna have it because you have to like start Dragon Slayer. I don't know what level you have to be exactly. I don't know the whole like meta of it.
So
but you
I
start
think
the quest.
he wasn't trying to do any dragon quests on that account though. That was another thing.
It fucks with your Slayer.
Yeah.
Task list. But I do fucking Wilderness Slayer, dude. That's what I'm doing actually right now. And the Wilderness task list is like so much smaller than like the other like top tier Slayer masters. So like you get unfavorable tasks. Like it's gonna happen. You're gonna get ents, unless you block them. You're gonna get fire giants, which is kind of annoying. It's not the worst task, but it's like super deep wilderness. It's in like singles, it's kind of hard to cannon. But like a lot of the tasks are like green dragons. Those are good GP. They're easy to kill. There's rogues. Rogues are like these not new, but they're up in this castle at like the end of the wilderness. And they updated the drop tables. Like every time you kill one, you get like 2,000-3,000 raw gold. Just bam. And then you like AoE them with the ancient magic, and you're just like all of a sudden you look down and you have like 150k just raw gold in your inventory. You're like, okay, I gotta go. Like someone's gonna log in.
Right. Yeah.
Like and so like the wilderness to me just has like once you get past the risk, once you get past the whole like, oh, it's annoying, I don't like dying to other people, I don't want to lose my stuff, like I don't want to give them the satisfaction, like they're rats, they're this, they're that. Once you get over that and you just decide to do the content, you realize that the money you make is so much exponentially higher than the money you lose. Like you do lose money, that's part of it, but you make like so much more.
I've noticed that honestly because, bro, the way that these PvPers, especially, I mean, I know YouTube content is gonna be like the, that's gonna be the best epitome of right. Yeah, it's gonna be the best of the best. That's not like your average PvPer, but I get an idea of like if these guys can go out and PvP for like, bro, a half hour, an hour, and they come back with like freaking 40 mil, 500 mil, like between that range is crazy. Like,
and it's just fun too. That's the main reason I got into it. Like, of course, you get a good kill and you're like, oh, that was a mil, or like, for me, even if it's like a 300 or 400k kill, I'm like, yo, that's a solid kill. Like, almost half a mil.
Facts.
I'll take that.
Oh, I would take that any day. I mean, my highest kill or cash out in a kill is just whatever I can get out of an NPC. I don't think I've ever killed a player in this on this account. So I'd love to PvP honestly, but I just know I'm not there yet. But I know when I do get there, I wouldn't mind going out and putting it out on the line for, some money.
Yeah.
The risk is worth the reward eventually.
I would recommend that before your membership runs out, if you just want to try a game or two.
Is that what you said? You said something about hopping onto a world and they're having like experimental.
Yeah, it's essentially like a battle royale, which I'm sure you know the concept of those.
Right.
In RuneScape, so you go to the battle. It's called the Last Man Standing. Typical kind of battle royale. Like there's only one winner. One guy gets the W type thing, and he gets the most points. And then you acquire these, reward points that you use in the shop. And there's like a bunch of like food and like potions and like a bunch of supplies to like PK, but also to do like wilderness wilderness layer and stuff, and then there's also like cosmetics and stuff like that. But anyway, it's like it's this PvP game. You join the lobby, it'll teleport however many people for the game, 18, 20, whatever it is, and then it randomly spawns you somewhere. It picks a type of account. So like pures are like 1 defense, then there's Zerkers, which are 45 defense, and then there's med levels, which are like 70 or 75 defense. So it like will randomly pick one. I think you can vote, and then you just fight other players, and if you win, you get your food and your supplies back, and a key, and then you open a chest, and it has random loot in there.
But none of this carries over to your regular game, though, right?
The only thing that carries over are those points that you earn. Like I got like 1 or 2 kills, and I got like 3 or 4 points, and it's like the supplies are super cheap. Like you can play like maybe like 5 to 10 games, and then go to the reward shop and get like 20 potions, like super restores that restore your prayer and your stats. Some spell items, some I think you can buy those Dragonstone bolts there, and you can go out and PK and go like, oh, I got all this, all these resources from this PvP minigame. But the main reason I would say to play it is to experience PvP with 0 risk.
So
that's the whole thing.
What worlds are they?
There's 2 worlds that rotate, because there's like competitive, like people go for ranks, and like most games won. Like
because I just switched over to one of the competitive ones, but I'm on my regular account. I thought it switches you over.
What do you mean regular?
Like my normal account.
You have to go to Ferrix Enclave. You have to use a dueling ring. It's the emerald ring. It's green. You use that to teleport to Ferrix Enclave, which, by the way, you should familiarize yourself, because if you're not on 330, you can go to Ferrix and either go in the portal that's like on the west side of the area and then come back out, or you can go to one of the fountains, and it'll restore all your health, prayer, and stuff like. And then you'll see a crowd. Once you get there, it's undeniable. There's just a giant crowd. And then in there, you go in that portal, that and it'll spawn you in the game.
So let me ask you.
You can also set up. You can change your setup.
What?
So like if
go ahead. No, finish what you're saying.
I messed up on my, because I only recently.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. My bad.
I was just saying, you can change your loadout. So like everyone gets the same starter gear, generally, but you can change some of it. Like I changed from like the blue and white Mystic to the red and black, because I just think it looks better. It's the same gear.
The Dusk.
And you can move your inventory around. So you're like, oh, I like my potions here. I like my, that's only like once you really kind of understand what you're doing and what you like and like your setup. But just hopping in there and just trying it is just a way to get a feel for PvP. But if you want a more casual experience, you can go in the portal by the bank at that same area, and you can fight other players, so like your friends and stuff, and when you die, you just respawn there.
So
like,
there's 0 risk,
like,
right?
Your best gear. No, yeah, 0. I think the only thing you lose is like the food you eat, the potions you drink, like all your supplies for the fight. But I think you get, because I kept getting my bolts back, so I think you get, I don't know if you get runes back, but I know you get bolts back. You get your like ammunition you use, and you can just bring your maximum setup, like, yo, this is my best gear, like all my expensive stuff or whatever.
Right.
Go in there and like fight your friends, and just if they kill you, it's like, who cares? You just respawn and come back in, and then go get your revenge and try to kill the guy again.
So then you don't get no. It's all experimental then. There's no experience, or there's no. Okay, so you don't get no experience, no like points for nothing. It's just all like, except for the dead man points or whatever you called it at the end, right?
The last man standing.
The last man standing.
Game, you get points and like actual rewards from it that you can sell. You can also get the Granite Mall, like you remember the G Mall?
Oh yeah.
Back in the day.
I got one of them joints.
Okay, so at some point, I don't know when, they nerfed it to where like when you pick up a Gmaul, like from a gargoyle, and you use the spec, it costs I think like 55% or 60%.
60%.
Yeah, it's 60, and then from Last Man Standing, the PvP minigame, if you buy, it's like 15 points, reward points for it, which is a few games. You attach this ornate handle to the mall and turn it into like the retro one, like the OP one from back in the day.
Oh yeah, they do that with the dwarf cannon too, right?
I don't know what they changed about the dwarf cannon.
Yeah, they got a
I think the dwarf cannon's the same thing. It's just OP.
There's an ornate one.
That might be.
It changes it to the classic skin. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Dwarf cannon. I'm gonna look that up.
It actually looks pretty insane.
Where is the? It's weird. I typed in dwarf cannon and like.
What are your levels now, Haida?
Combat's level 18, my defense is 10, and strength is 10. I'm kind of just like working on them in a row.
Wait, your attack is 18?
Yeah.
No way.
I've just been grinding while y'all been talking. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just go to
That's fucking lit. You're almost at Mithril that fast, bet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So then after I hit 20 on attack, I'll just go to defense.
Yes, sir. And then switch back over to strength.
What's your strength at?
My strength's at 10.
Oh, I would do strength next once you get Myth Scimitar. Because ideally, you level up strength first
for max hit,
and then you level up attack to get better weapons, which you know the weapons are better because they have higher attack. You know, like slash. Let's say you're using a scimitar, it's gonna have, you know, mithril is gonna have a little more slash attack than black. That's gonna give it more accuracy. It also has more melee strength, which is gonna give you max hit. And then your attack being 20, you know, higher than 10 or 19 or whatever, it's gonna give you a little more accuracy. But strength is really important because it improves your max hit, which improves your XP gain.
That's right. Oh my god, bro. Why?
Just lay it out like math, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like it's very like I've read a lot on the wikis of like like with the strength potions you can look up, like especially if you're doing like a PvP build, you can look up like what strength do I want to have, and if you look on the wiki it'll tell you like, oh, a super strength potion or like a super combat, they do, you know, similar things. It'll boost, you know, your stat. I was just looking earlier, when you're at 94 strength, it gives you like a plus, like the highest bonus. It's like plus 17 or plus 16 or something like that. So like as your strength goes up, it also buffs how good your strength potion is, and then that also compounds, you know, even more on your max hit. And then, you know, now you're hitting, all of a sudden you're hitting like 8s and 9s, and then you're like, oh, I'll switch to attack now. Let's say you know you get like attack to 5 for like a steel sim, and then you go like 20 or 30 strength. You're still going to be hitting accurately because you're fighting low-level monsters, but once you switch to attack, all of a sudden you're hitting these huge numbers, and you're just level up, level up, level up, level up. Then you switch to defense, and it's just level after level because your max hit is producing all this XP.
That's smart. See, I don't think of it like that because I think of it as just like linear paths in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here, G. Let me put it that way. You would have hated me about like 2 weeks ago when I was using lunge the entire time with my scimitar, just because I'm OCD.
As a main account, that's not bad. Like I don't think it's optimal, but
I just get really OCD about how like I level everything separately. I like the shared XP because once I get everything to the same level and essentially near the same XP, everything levels the same time, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, that's what I kind of did on my account. But the thing is the game is not linear.
Yeah, it's not.
It is. It's exponential, and so once you start getting to like level 70, then you start going like, do I really want 71 attack or do I want to go 71 strength, and then you hit 71 strength, and you're like, I don't want to do that all again on attack, so I'll keep doing strength. And I got to a point where I was like 70 attack, 70 defense or so, and then I got strength to like 90, 95, because it's like, you only get like really good equipment at 82 attack for the Fang, and that's like 12 mil, I want to say right now, 12 or 13.
Sheesh.
So it's like, if you can't afford that, then it's like, why spend all this time to get my attack up? But if you're like,
Right.
I like to keep all my things equal, then that's totally fine. And like I was saying, like when you asked me my favorite thing, I like the freedom. Like, if you want to play completely suboptimally, and you know, I want to, and which is what I did. Like when I first started, like when I was an adult, I was like, oh shit, like they have a mobile app, like I'm gonna try it on my phone. And
Right.
I was like killing cows in Lumbridge for like days, and I had people like, I had this one guy that came by and he was like, yo, what's up? And I was like, dude, I'm just killing cows, man. And he's like, yeah, but like, why aren't you doing anything else? And I was like, this is what I did as a kid, like.
Right, yeah.
You know, like, it's
You
just
don't know anything else.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just, you know, enjoying the nostalgia of it. And he was like, oh, okay, well, you know, there's other monsters you can kill for better money and this and that. And I'm like, hey, dude, like, I get it, but at the same time, being an adult, you know, and kind of understanding how games work a little more, I ended up having a system where, like I would get all the hide from the cows, fill my inventory, then I would teleport to Lumbridge with like a teleport tab. I'd run upstairs, drop all the hide in the bank, teleport back to Lumbridge to go to the bottom of the castle right away, pop a stam potion or like a super energy or something, like bring one, run back up and repeat. And I get that shit probably like 100 times.
So you had a crap ton of hide just sitting there.
Yeah, and then I sold it on the Grand Exchange and made like, I don't know, 500 to a mil or something.
Oof.
Because it was worth quite a bit, and like I got to the point where I was so fast, like because I was teleporting and like kind of, you know,
That probably blew your mind as a shorty.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about this is me as like an adult.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about as a kid.
No, when I came back to the game, I did what I did as a kid.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, never mind. Like, I got lost in the conversation. My bad.
15 years, you know, like let me just go to Lumbridge and kill cows. Like that's gonna feel like I'm playing old school RuneScape.
Got
It
you.
reminds me of the fucking, you know,
Clan
thing.
stuff.
But by doing just a you know, mundane task like that, like that's not really that profitable, because I was an adult and I'm just better at games and I just have a better brain. I'm like, let me kind of optimize this. Let me, you know, I started figuring out, like, because I used to run upstairs and deposit and then run back down, and I'm like, wait, I can just pop another teleport to skip that.
Facts.
You know? And it was like, I felt like, oh my gosh, like, killing cows is actually kind of profitable. Like, yeah, it wasn't the best use of my time.
But you ended up somehow making some money by not knowing what you were doing, but knowing somehow.
Exactly, yeah, like optimize, and yeah, and I think that's the best way to play the game, is like, you know, when people say like, oh, what's the optimal way to level this skill, or to kill this boss, or do this raid, or whatever, and like the best answer is the one that you enjoy the most.
Right, for sure.
Because
I agree
that's
with
the
that.
one you're gonna actually do. If you're like doing a boss or doing an activity in a way that you just don't like, you're just not really gonna do it. You're just gonna fuck this, I'll do something else.
100%.
I'm trying to figure out where map ID
this feels
to
great, but you
range.
get like significantly less XP per hour. It's like, who cares? Like, the game's about having fun. It's, you know, it's just a point and click medieval game from like 20 years ago. You know, it's
Right.
like, it's not that serious.
We want to say, I was just gonna say, we want to say it's not that serious, but most of the time we act like it is.
Well, that's the thing I've noticed with PKing, like, since I've gotten into PKing recently, people get mad, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, yeah, I got kind of peeved, like, early on, like, because I got into the wilderness, you know, like, when I was an adult, like, oh, let me actually kind of explore this. I discovered the Wilderness Slayer, and I loved Slayer, but I was, like, hella bored of it, because it's just mind-numbing. You just click the monster, pick up loot, kind of what you guys are doing now, not to, like, well, not now. I guess you guys are you guys still in the
I went back to go grab some stuff for him.
Okay. But the
while
thing
he
is,
grinds.
like, early game, that's kind of what you have to do. Like, there's no other way. Like if you're a member, you could do, like, waterfall quests. Like, that's the best.
Yeah, 10k XP quick, 20k technically.
You get, like, fat XP from quests. Like, what is it, Fight Arena or something? Gives you, like, level 30 attack from, like, one quest.
That's
and it's
insane.
like, so you can skip all of the, like, really kind of boring. Like, I'm not going to say the early game isn't somewhat boring, but
it is.
when you hit those milestones, it feels pretty good. Like, yeah, like when you're like, do you have the Mithril Scimitar, dude? What is it, Habibi?
Yeah, that's my cousin, Oderman. Are you at 20 attack
don't
yet?
you have 20 attack?
I'm at 20.
Here, I'm about to switch worlds. I'm coming over.
Okay, do you have the Mithril Scimitar on you?
I got it for him. I'm about to trade it to him.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. I was gonna say I'm almost done with this task, so I can run you guys one.
My guy is always an MVP. Whether it's to me, to my cousin, dude, keep your same energy, brother.
I'm gonna help you guys out.
That's one thing I love about this game, bro. The community behind it, brother. Like, it's insane.
I'm really tempted to give you guys bonds, but I don't think you guys are gonna play like that.
No, don't worry about it. You're good, brother. You're good.
I will say I've never bought bonds with real money. Like, I've never done the whole like buy GP, you know.
What?
The only game I've ever bought mods
So
for
you
is Call of Duty 2019.
Wait. So let me get this straight. You've PK'd all your memberships?
No, I pay for my membership.
Oh, okay.
It's just money. But you can buy, like, let's say I bought 10 bonds, I can convert those into tradable ones, which cost money, and then you throw those on the Grand Exchange and then sell them for
gold. Yeah.
So it's literally pay to just win, pay to get gold. Like, straight up, and there's a lot of players who do that. You can hella see either they buy from, like, you know, illegitimate websites,
right,
which is cheaper, but it's riskier because you can get banned. It's, you know, against the rules.
For sure.
Or you buy bonds. But the thing is with bonds, it's like, I like bonds because it lets people who maybe just don't want to spend money on the game, or maybe they can't afford it, or whatever it is. You're or let's say you can afford it, but you're like, screw it. Like you said about PKing. If I can go out and in a day I can PK like 15, 20 mil, that's a bond. And I still have 13 days of playtime to just either do nothing or, you know, keep PKing. And then you get to the point where, like, you could just add so many bonds from in-game currency to where you're like, I don't have to pay for it. But it's like, for me, it's like, I'll just pay for it, you know?
Right. Yeah, for me, I mean, honestly, it's not that I won't pay, but, you know, I just have to get myself to, you know, we just recently bought a house, you know, and I've got a car that I've, you know, got under financing, and, you know, it's just prioritizing, kind of, you know what I'm saying? But not to say that I can't have if I want it, I'm gonna have it. And it's just kind of, you know, making sure that if I'm gonna have it, I'd like to be playing the game, you know what I'm saying? And so far I've done a good job, and I think the streaming definitely also is it helps. It's a motivator. But I mean, I love RuneScape with or without streams, so.
Yeah, I saw you on earlier, and I was like, oh shit! And then I pulled up your YouTube, and you weren't streaming. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'll play a lot off stream, honestly, just because it's a lot easier for me to stream at night, because that's just my time. During the day, I'm usually really busy, and if I do hop on during the day, it's usually mobile, and if not mobile, if I'm at home and on the PC, I'm just kind of grinding away. AFK, kind of, you know, but just grinding.
Doing other stuff.
Because I eventually want, my goal for this account, I'd love at least a short long term goal. I'd love to max one stat. Like, I've never done that, always wanted to as a kid, so I'm gonna aim for one, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna max a stat eventually.
Yeah, I would get like every stat to like, well, see, that doesn't really help, because some stats, like, you know, or skills or whatever, you get certain level and it unlocks like a new way to train or like a new thing to do, you know?
No, he's just dropping in the mithril set in the trade. He's foaming at the mouth, you know? I miss those moments, dog.
Yeah, I would just find like your favorite skill. And like that's what happened with me. Like my favorite skill was Slayer because it reminded me of like the old school RPGs of like go kill 20 boars.
Right.
Yeah, the mithril sick. I really like the blue, like the deep blue compared to Rune. I think it looks better.
Yeah, I like the deep blue.
Bro, I can't wear my mithril set.
Yeah, you have to be 20.
Yeah.
But your strength is at what now? Or I mean, your attack?
Attack's at 20.
Yeah, you should use the mithril. You can use the mithril. What's it called now?
I would do strength. You could even do strength to 20 as well.
And then switch to defense.
Just do strength, and then it kind of like what he was saying, like getting all your stats even. That's fine to do. But you definitely.
Yeah, I was just gonna work on the strength right now and then go back to defense.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Put the mithril's scimitar on though. You can wield that instead of the black. There you go. You'll get higher, or you should get higher hits maybe, or accurate hits, right?
It might give him that's what I was saying earlier. Weapons, like, you know, the better weapons give you more melee strength, which determines your max hit, and also higher accuracy. And to me, I think the accuracy is, at least early on, like your mithril scimitar compared to your black scimitar is gonna be better, and you have 20 attack on top of it, which also affects your accuracy.
I miss the small little gains here and there, like the little upgrades, like how he gets excited over the next new set, you know?
Yeah.
Once you get so far into the game, that slows down so much.
And like your levels, you know, like the time between levels. Oh my gosh.
Listen, all I gotta tell you is level 90 2000 experience is half of 99 experience, alright?
Yeah.
That's how disgusting the exponential growth of the XP on this game is.
It's bad.
The total experience needed for level 92 is half of the total experience that it takes you to get to 99.
Yeah, so like when you hit 92, from 92 to 99, you're just doing that same thing again. 7 levels. Straight up. It's bad. But the thing is, a lot of requirements for quests and for gear are, I'm going to say low, but it's not low because it's like 70, 80. But there's not a lot that's like, oh, this requires level 90 or like 95 or 99. Like nothing really requires anything crazy like that except for achievement diaries, but that's like a members thing, and like it's like it unlocks a lot of like quality of life, stuff like that. But you know, at like level 70, you can equip like most weapons in the game. Same with like range, you know. And 70's not that bad. Like it's still a grind, but it ain't nowhere near like grinding up to 80 or 85 or 90, like when it really slows down. So it's like you get the majority of stuff pretty early, I'd say.
You got a message in chat, Hyder. Yeah, I'm almost at that 70 mark. I'm at 53, 58, 50. It's starting to slow down, but once I get to 70 and at least strength, I know I'll be feeling real good. Yeah, I want to hit that 60 for Dragon, though.
What about Dragon?
I just want to hit 60 for Dragon big time, dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, it's playing for sure. But, I don't know if you remember when I was talking about the, Slayer. I was telling you to, like, do some Slayer. Because, like I was saying about, you know, strength, boosting your max hit, attack, you know, boosting your accuracy and stuff like that, and then the potions on top giving you, you know, and it's an exponential as well. Like, the higher your stats are, the higher the potions give you stats. When you get into Slayer, you unlock the Slayer helm, and those are, like, percentages. like I think just by default it's like 10%, 10 or 12%, I think, accuracy and damage. So it like essentially multiplies your attack stat, your gear, you know, and same with strength. It multiplies your melee strength and all this other stuff. And so you start like dealing a lot more damage and you're hitting a lot more often. And as like a player who's like recognizes like, oh, RuneScape takes a shit ton of hours to do certain things.
Days, not hours.
Well, I mean, like hundreds of weeks,
right.
Weeks and months. Yeah, no, you're right. It starts like, for me at least, it really clicked where it's like, if I'm gonna be killing monsters, 99% of the time, I'm on a Slayer task because I'm using that Slayer helmet to boost my accuracy, to boost my damage, to just, you know, get more XP, to kill monsters faster, to level up my Slayer fast with the helm and all that. And so I naturally just kind of leaned into the whole Slayer lifestyle. But normal Slayer is very fucking boring, and it's not profitable at all early game. It's just, but on this alt account, I went to Turiel just like you did. You know, I got a task because you have to talk to him. He's like the OG master, and he introduced the skill view. When you talk to him and do a task there, you can then, once you do that task, you can then pick a different Slayer master. And I went to Pristalia, excuse me, the witch in the prison, that one that you walked up to, and I was like, no.
Oh yeah, in Edgeville.
Yeah, you go to her, and you can pick up a wilderness task. And she explains to you, like, in the wilderness, she doesn't care about your level. So she might be like, oh, you're a level 3, which is what I basically was. I was like level 5 or 6. She'll be like, oh, go kill like fire giants, and the fire giants are like, you know, level 80 or 70 or something, and it's like, well, that's gonna be difficult. But then you realize, like, oh, I can use magic on them and kind of like trap them behind something. And they just introduced, I don't know if you, huh?
You're talking about safe spotting them?
Yeah, you can save spawn them, yeah, and then you're like, oh, I don't take any damage, so this actually isn't that bad. And then, I don't know if you saw, or like how long you've been playing recently, I don't know, maybe like 2-ish months, 2-3 months ago, they reworked magic, and they gave weaknesses to certain elements to different monsters and bosses. I don't know if you saw that, but they changed the way magic works. So now it's like, before, your airstrike could only hit like 2, you know, that was the max hit. But now, as you unlock higher level strikes, you know, like water strike, earth strike, fire strike I think maxed at 8. Once you unlock the next level of fire strike or strike spell, your airstrike, which is the first level, its damage goes up to the next level. So now your airstrike can hit 8 once you get fire strike, and airstrike is much easier to cast because you just use a fire staff, or I mean an air staff, and mind runes. And then like certain monsters will take bonus damage from different elements. Like some are weak to water, some are weak, you know, fire giants are weak to water. And it's like, that makes sense. If I cast a water spell on a fire giant, it kind of makes sense to do more damage. And
yeah, I kind of noticed that playing. I don't remember what I was fighting, but I was using magic spells, and I used water on something that was fire, and I was hitting like bigger hits. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know if they changed this or not, but
yeah, they did. Yeah, and it's really cool because it allows you to like really like choose, like, oh, do I want to do I just want to cut this guy down with a sword like I normally do, or oh, look, he's got it's got a fire weakness or like an earth weakness. Let me train my magic a little bit. In early game, that can drastically improve your DPS, and it, the higher your DPS and damage and all that, the faster you level. And so like at level 5 or whatever, after my first task, I started doing Wilderness Slayer on this account. And I've done, I think, let me check. I'm close to 600. I've done 552 Wilderness tasks on this account. From essentially level 1. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot of hours. That's days. That's days and weeks. I'm level 95 Slayer. So it's like, yeah, it's taken a long time, but I'm almost 99 Slayer. And I've not done a single task outside of the wilderness. If I'm killing monsters, it's in the wilderness.
And would you say, oh, so every Slayer task you do is in the wilderness?
You have to do it in the wilderness. Yeah, it's Wilderness Slayer, and she tells you that too. She's like, number one, I don't care about your level. I'm gonna assign you.
Okay, yeah, I
some
know you
hard
said
shit.
that, but I didn't realize it was all in the wild.
Yes, yep. She gives you a task, and like, let's say you get like a skeleton task, and you're like, you know, doing a farm run, or you're just exploring, doing a quest, whatever it is, and you kill a skeleton. The game will notify you and be like, hey, because you've been assigned a wilderness task, this creature has to be slain in the wilderness for it to count. So like the game kind of tells you like you need to go out in the wilderness, because all the tasks, like, they're in the wilderness, like, you know, green dragons, hellhounds, stuff like that. There's different areas for certain monsters, like some of them, like green dragons, there's a bunch of different spots you can go, and they've got, you know, pros and cons to them. And the thing is with Wilderness Slayer, when you're on task, yeah, you know, hey, like right now I'm killing bandits. I don't think I've gotten one yet. There's a random chance, every time you kill, you know, the monster that you're on task for it to drop a Laren's key, which is
I've heard of those.
Key. Yeah, it's a tradable key.
That are really expensive.
Yeah, dude, they've risen in price, bro. They went from like 150, 160k when I first started. They dropped to like 100k, and I was like, damn, because I hoarded like all of mine, because I'm like, I don't really care to open them. I don't really want to sell them.
Are they just boss keys, or what are they?
Say that again?
Are they just boss keys, or what are they?
They open these two treasure chests in the wilderness, and there's one that's like lower level wilderness, and it gives you like shittier loot. I'll never open that because I'm not like, I don't care. I'd rather risk a little bit, you know. But the thing is, the main chest, the large Laren's chest, is in it's at the end of the wilderness, so it's like level 54.
Cut this RGT potion.
The upper level of this
pirate ship
that crashed to but yeah, every time you open it with the Laren's key, it gives you loot, and like it could give you like 150k cash, it could give you like, you know, 100 dragon arrowheads so you can make dragon arrows. It gives you coal, rune essence. It just gives you a bunch of stuff, like rune stuff, like it'll give you a note of like 3 rune plate bodies, and you're like, oh cool, that's like almost 200k. Like, sure, thank you. You know, like, or you might be like, oh, I needed one, like, this is cool, I'll use these while I'm out training, and like, I don't really care because I just got 3 of them. If I lose it, whatever, you know. But you can trade them, and it also has, I forgot to mention, it has a magic set, like an evil wizard set, which looks really cool, called the Dagonhai, like robes or whatever. And it's just, if you picture it, just like a black big ass, you know, rim of the hat, and it looks all evil and black. It kind of has some red on it, you know. And that's like the rarest item, and those are collection logs. So like, you have a lot of players who are like trying to, you know, collect or get the drop for every item in the game, but they're like, I don't want to do Wilderness Slayer. So then people like me can do Wilderness Slayer, get a key, put that on the Grand Exchange, and that's 100. Like, they're almost at 140k.
What are
the keys? The keys.
The Laren keys.
The chest. Yeah, they went from like 150, 160 when I started, like probably like 2 years ago, I want to say. Then they dropped to about 100k because the zombie pirates that they recently made. This whole area is like a recent update they did. I don't know, like 5-6 months ago. They were dropping the keys, which previously the keys were only acquirable through Wilderness Slayer. I didn't know about that at first, and once I heard about that, I was like, fucking, like, that's lame as fuck. Like, you're not even on a Slayer task, and you're getting the Wilderness Slayer item. Like, that's so dumb.
Right.
And then I think they changed it so like you can't get them anymore or something. And I think they buffed the Dagon High robes to have like magic percentage damage on it. So they buffed the robes that you get from that chest. So now they're up to like almost 140k. And it's like that task I was doing when I joined in. I was doing Ankus. I got like 5 or 6 keys, and that's like basically $1 million if I were to sell them.
And killing Ankus doesn't give you the Anku drop like for the clothing, right?
No, I think those are from Clue Scrolls.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people walking around with those. Those look dope. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't mean to go on a tangent right there, but
too.
you said Anku.
They're pretty expensive.
Let me see. No, I was just saying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but you mentioned Anku,
No, you're
and
fine,
I'm
man.
like,
You're
oh
good.
my god, 13 mil for the mask, 24 mil for the top, 5 mil for the gloves, and 9 mil for the leggings, 5 mil for the socks. That's insane.
Yeah, it's because I think because it just looks so good that's why it's expensive. It's
I
just
mean,
like
it
a great
does, but
cosmetic.
geez, what?
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. Like, people who are buying cosmetics are gonna spend crazy amounts of money because it's like I'm buying this for no reason other than like walk around. You know,
Literally no reason. Literally no reason. You have no stat buffs, no nothing.
Yeah, it's just fashion. I mean, both my characters, my main and my alt, like I have a fashion tab of like all my, you know, gear that doesn't do anything, but like, oh, that kind of looks cool. That's a neat little helmet or like a little hat, like.
Trust me, I have a fashion tab too, but it's probably five digits worth.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just depends on like how much money you have floating around. Like, I originally on this account put like, I want to say like 20 to 30 mil on it, and at that point I was like, okay, I need to stop. Like, I don't need, you know, more gold for like runes, and like, you know, I should be able to make my own money.
Right.
Now my alt account, the bank value is like approaching my main. Just like, how did this happen?
Your alt's bank value is approaching what?
My mains, like my main, I want to say is like, I think like 850 mil just in like gear. Like I don't really have a lot of liquid like gold, you know, it's a lot of gear and runes and potions, stuff like that. My alt just broke 800 mil like a week or two ago. And it's like, it's crazy because it's like all I've done is PK and Wilderness Slayer. I've done like no raids, but I feel like my bank's like fucking nice. Like if I wanted, I could just bond. And that's why I was like, if I spent fucking what, 24 mil on a couple bonds for you guys just to like, because you're chill, like, it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, like let me see. I'd have to figure out like, oh, what should I sell? But it's like, I don't know, some potions, like, and I could make that back. Like I checked recently.
That's insane,
actually,
bro. That's insane.
Yeah, when I go back to Edge after this task, I'll show you. Well, because at Edgeville, on the north side of the bank, on the wall outside, there's a board that you can click, like a little like notice thing, and it shows your kill death ratio in the wilderness.
Oh, really?
And I didn't know that existed for just a month that I was PKing.
That's kind of dope.
Some random guys, like when I teleported there, like, you know, after a trip or something, were like, yo, dude, like, you're crazy, man. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you kill like a bunch of bots. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes, you know, like, sometimes I'll kill bots. It's like, how do you know me? Like, why am I all of a sudden randomly approached? You know, like, how do you know I've killed a bunch of people? And he was like, yo, there's this board, like, come up here. And I clicked it, and it showed me, and my KD was like 12 or something.
Holy crap.
Like over 2,000 kills and like maybe like 150 deaths. And I was like, yo, I'm cracked. Like, what? I had no clue. Like, I knew I was getting better, but I had never seen that. And they're like, yeah, dude, like, that's crazy. And I was like, thanks. Like,
that's actually pretty lit.
Yeah, dude. I was like, because I like, when I first started, like, I didn't PK. I did Wilderness Slayer, and I just died. and died and died and died. And like that helped me realize that like it doesn't really matter. Like it's inconvenient.
Right.
Sometimes, you know, oh shit, I didn't, you know, there were times where I would bring an extra expensive item and then I would get killed, and all of a sudden I'd be like, oh, where's this item? And it's like, oh, there's 300k, 400k down the drain. Like, but that was my fault. It wasn't theirs. It wasn't the game. Nothing glitched. It was like, oh, I made a mistake. I didn't check my my risk when I went out there, because there's a button that tells you like, what am I gonna die if some guy kills me?
Right.
And it's like, if you don't check
what are you gonna
that,
lose?
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't check that, it's like, that's on you. Like, that's not the game's fault. That's not it's your fault.
For sure.
So I started to realize, like, every time I die, it's not anybody else's fault. It's my own. Like, I decided to walk into the wilderness to get some cool loot.
Right.
And then I died. Like that's the whole point. And so doing the Wilderness Layer, making a bunch of money, and dying, and like getting used to dying, then I started to like, well, maybe I'll kind of fight back a little bit, or I'll like, I'll try to freeze them and like move away and like, you know, get out of there so they can't kill me, and like I can teleport or log out. And then I ended up going like, you know what? I'm gonna make a new account. I'm gonna do Wilderness Layer, and I'm gonna make like a pure to just PK, like to learn how to PK. But I just had so much fun on this new account that I just really stopped playing my main account. Like, I just don't log into my main account anymore.
Wait,
it's like,
so what was it that made you start PKing? What made you want to start PKing?
Because I did so much Wilderness Layer, and I got kind of bored of it. Like, I hit, like, I have, like, 16 or 17 mil Slayer XP on my main account. Like, over 99. Like, well over 99. And I was like, that was fun. I made a lot of money. You know, I did, like, a bunch of Wilderness tasks. Yeah, I did, like 400 or 500 of them, something like that. And then I was like, I want to learn to PK, but when I was a kid, I used to make, like, little baby pure accounts where you know, you keep your defense 1, so that way your combat level is low, but your offensive abilities, like, you know, attack, strength, range, stuff like that, are high. But you sacrifice, like, oh, if a dude turns on me, every time he's hitting me, he's getting a hit. Like, there's very rarely any zeros. And I'm like, you know what, I'll make one of those. And I also kind of want to do, like, an experiment of, like, how good is Wilderness Slayer out the gate? Like, a brand new character. Like, can I do Wilderness Slayer if I have the balls? And, you know, like, you know, and I get, obviously I had an influx of, like I said, I put like 10 or 20 mil on the character to like buy supplies and stuff. It wasn't like I just went in there naked. And it worked. And I trained my like, the first task I got from her was like 100 something black demons, and you can safe spot them, and I just magic, because every time you hit them with magic, it's basically a guaranteed hit, because their magic defense is like negative or something. And I just kept playing, and then I'm like, okay, my stats are high. Let's PK. And
oh yeah, go play that pinball thing. He's got the little pinball guy. I think that gives you XP lamps, no? Or what did they give you?
I think like almost everything does now. They've updated them recently, I think. Like, I know Beekeeper recently, I think.
Beekeeper's so easy. There's no way that I can't say no to that one. I mean that I can't say yes to that one.
Oh, Hill Giants? See, that's a skip.
Facts. Let's see.
Skeletons. I'm gonna do that quick because I don't want to do them almost right now.
But it's kind of hard because I feel like if I can get an XP lamp from almost anything, I kind of want to do it. I'm an XP fiend, dog.
Yeah. No, like, especially early game, dude. Like, yeah, for sure. But yeah, and that's the thing is, I tell people, I am 100% a wilderness. Like, at first I was a Wilderness Slayer propagandist. Now I'm just I want more people in the wilderness. I want more people in the wilderness that are going to kill me, and I want more people in the wilderness that I'm going to kill. Like, I want both things, and people just get so confused. They're like, oh, you're lying, you're a lurer, you just want like inexperienced people
that are
show up
gonna
and
challenge me and make me
take
better.
all my gear. Exactly. Yeah. Or even just a payday. Like
Right.
to me, there's like a, it's like a food chain. It's like there's always going to be somebody
For sure.
that's stronger than you. They have higher skills, they have higher stats, they have better gear. There's also going to be people who are better than you.
Right.
Right? Always. And then the reverse. There's going to be people who have less gear than you because maybe they're scared, or they don't really know what the good gear is, or whatever it is. They don't want to risk anything. And then there's going to be people who are shittier than you that just don't really know how PvP works and don't understand the game. Those are the ones you kill. Ideally, you want someone with better gear than you. Right? It's kind of like one of those graphs, right, where it's like interloping circles or whatever, and it's like, or like the dot graph where it has the 4 lines, or the 2 lines.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, ideally you want to kill the people who suck and have good gear, because that's loot. And like sometimes you'll kill people. Like I killed this guy. I didn't even expect to run into him. I just was like, oh, okay, there you are, and I killed him. And he was worth like 4 or 5 million gold. He had like thousands of cannonballs because he was using a cannon, and then he had like 3 mil cash. And I tried warping around to find him, and I ended up finding him at like I think Edge Bank, and I was like, yo, like what's with this gold? Like what were you doing? And he's like, oh dude, like I forgot I had it on me.
And I'm guessing you guys were in a PvP world?
No, we were in the wilderness. I was PKing. I was like actively, I don't know if you know how it works, but wilderness, like once you cross into the wilderness, it's full PvP. Like there's levels to it. So like level 1.
I don't think I can hear anybody anymore.
Huh?
Hello?
Hello?
I lost my audio for a second. My bad.
It's all good. But I don't know if you know like the basics of the wilderness, but when you cross the ditch, when you go north of Varrock or whatever, you enter level 1 wilderness. Like it goes from like level 1 to like 56 or 57 something. And the deeper you go,
I've ran naked through the wilderness a few times.
Okay, but if you notice at the bottom right or wherever your indicator is, it'll tell you what level players can attack you. And in level 1, it's like a +1 -1 system. So like level 1, people 1 level higher than you can attack you, and level 1 level lower than you, and then vice versa. You can also attack those people. As you get deeper, the risk gets higher, because if you're in level 20, all of a sudden, like let's say you're like 66, all of a sudden a level 86 can come on you, and and like attack you, and like you don't want that. You're like, oh shit, it's got higher stats. But at the same time, you can attack level 46s, which would be like candy. If you like take candy from a baby, it's like, yo, you ain't got like any gear, you got low hit points. Like even if I'm not the strongest guy, if I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna kill you. Depending on like where you're at, of course. Because the lame part is early on, you can't really PK in the like the 20 to 30 zone, which is where a lot of like action happens with like PvP and monsters, because people can just teleport. Like, oh, I show up and I start blasting you with magic or range attack or hit you with a sword. They can just teleport instantly, and it's like, well, so I can't kill anybody because everyone has like Amulets of Glory and Ring of Wealth and stuff like that.
Right.
But if you go to like level 30 plus wilderness, like Chaos Altar, I recommend Chaos Altar for like beginners, or like other places. There aren't a lot of places. They can't teleport in those areas. They have to like run south. And they can tank you, of course. They can just be like, oh, I'm just going to take your hits, and then just like keep eating food and running south, and then either teleport or, oh, now you're out of my level range, so I can't hit you. But with Wilderness Slayer, all of the good tasks are below level 30 Wilderness. So like they're relatively safe. Like if you have a Amulet of Glory, you just pop it and you're out. Like there's a plugin which kind of feels like a cheat, but they allow it, I guess. It's called the Wilderness Player Alarm, where like it'll flash your screen and send you like a Windows notification, like a sound.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And
Like
it'll
a
tell you,
idle
like, yo, there's a
notifier.
PK.
I have that.
Yes, exactly. Exactly like that. But it tells you like, yo, dude, there's a PKer near you, like, or there's another player at least. It doesn't tell you like any information. It just says, yo, there's somebody near you.
Right.
And you can use that to escape. Like, oh, if somebody shows up in the corner of my minimap, my screen flashes, and I just click my Amulet of Glory and teleport away, and it's like,
yeah, I've seen that on a YouTube video. So, somebody was doing like top 10 Rune Light plugins, and that was one of them. I just forgot what it was called.
Yeah, Wilderness Player Alarm. I didn't use it at the start because I didn't know about it. Then once I learned about it, I thought it was super cheap. I was like, yo, this feels like a cheat code. Like, literally, you could not even be looking at your screen, and then you can hear the notification, and if your mouse is over your Glory Amulet, you can just teleport, and, like, you're not doing anything. You're not observing your minimap. You're not looking at the screen going, oh, there's a dude running at me trying to fucking kill me. Just a ping on your computer tells you, get the fuck out. And it's like, that just feels cheap. I would rather it be deleted or like not allowed or considered a cheat. But as it is now, you know, it's legal. So that's why I use it. It's like, if other people are going to use it, I might.
Oh yeah, if you can't beat them, you gotta join them for sure.
Yeah, and it's like, it is annoying, like when I'm playing and I'm PKing and I walk up to somebody and they instantly teleport. It's like, they might have, you know, it might be a bot with like an instant tele, or it might be a person that has that plugin, and as soon as I walk in their range, they just instantly disappear. And it's like, that's just not fun. Like, it's nice as a player that, like, I'm not PKing, I'm just like trying to run away.
Right.
Also, I didn't even notice on your screen the bond money for your boy. I didn't.
I've had it up, but it was titled something differently, and I had it at a different like end date. But I figured it would be smart if I had it end at the day that my membership would end. If that made sense.
Yeah, I just looked at your stream and I was like,
no, if you rewind in the stream, it was just, I think, bond management. I had it named, but
oh yeah, see, I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
Missed it. And yeah, I hit 99 range recently, and I hadn't picked up the cape. But the cape's dope because it acts as an accumulator, so it'll like save your ammo and stuff like that.
Oh, like the what's it called? Yeah, the Ava's attractor or whatever.
It does like the same function. I don't know what level of it might be the best one, or it might be, I don't know. Excuse me. But what's cool about it is, like, the reason I like it in the wilderness is it gives you prayer. It doesn't give you range attack, which kind of sucks. But the backpack, like the level 51 before the, like, you know, the best one, it only gives you like 5 range attacks. So it's like, I'd rather trade a little bit of range attack for prayer, because normally at least when I'm doing it, I'm just camping like whatever, you know, like melee prayer, like the protection one. And so I wear like monk robes and, you know, the range cape because it gives me prayer, and the higher your prayer level is, the slower it drains when you're like, you know, when you're activating the prayers and stuff. And 99% of the time I'm sitting there invincible. And I just have like a bunch of the super swords, or the blighted ones. There's specific items that can only be used in the wilderness, but they're typically cheaper than, you know, the regular stuff. That was another thing, dude. That I forgot to mention. That was another thing, is that the supplies, like I was using so many prayer potions doing normal Slayer that I was like bleeding my bank, and I was like, this sucks.
I know the feeling.
Bro, at one point, prayer pots went up to like 9 or 10k, and it straight up made me, because I was already kind of like on the edge of like, I kind of need a break from RuneScape and all that. Then I went to buy some prayer pots because I was out and it was like 10k each, and I'm like, I'm quitting. Like, I'm taking a break. Like, I'm not gonna just drain my money to level my favorite skill. Like, this sucks. Then once I found the wilderness stuff, you can buy a blighted. How much are there? Probably like 4.5k. Oh, 5k. You can buy a blighted super restore for 5k, whereas I think a prayer pot is like 8. No, it's 9.6k. So you can basically buy 2 blighted super restores for 1 prayer pot.
And I don't know how much those cost, but I'm assuming they're a lot.
No, the prayer pots are 9.6k. So
No, the blighted ones.
10K. Blighted are only 5.1k.
Oh, okay. I mean,
like,
that's still per one potion is quite a bit.
Per one, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, depending on your task, like, that's the thing, dude. And there's just, like, I've been thinking about it for a long time, like, doing all these tasks. Eventually, I'm gonna find the motivation, and I'm going to create what I believe to be the most comprehensive wilderness slayer slash, wilderness, just wilderness in general, just all encompassing, like PK tips, wilderness slayer tips, skilling tips, like just everything. Ideally, it'd be like maybe like some shorts on YouTube, like, hey, did you know this or that, blah blah blah. But there's just so much stuff. The blighted stuff, you can only use in the wilderness, but because of that reason, they're typically much cheaper than the items that people use, like prayer pots and super restores everywhere else in the game, for raids and bosses and quests and all that. So it's like, not only are the supplies significantly cheaper, you also in the wilderness can use a looting bag, which is an entirely just additional backpack, like inventory.
Is that like the loot keys and stuff like that?
Kind of. Loot keys are things that you have to spend like 1 million gold, I think, to unlock them.
What?
And yeah, you talk to a guy at Ferox Enclave. He's I think his name's Scully. He's by the chest that you use to open to get the loot from the loot keys, and the loot keys are from player kills. So back in the day, when you killed a guy, all his shit dropped on the ground, and you had to like pick it up. But it's like, it was annoying because I would have to like, I have all this food.
click.
Yeah,
and then,
I would have to click, but also I had all this food, and like, if I pick up all this guy's gear and I drop all my food, what if I'm trying to run away and leave the wilderness and some guy finds me?
Right.
So now it's like, if I kill a dude, I get all his items in one inventory slot. Like, it's incredible. If you don't have that unlocked because you're like 1 million gold, that's too much, or I don't have it, or I don't want to spend the gold, you can bring a looting bag and then kill somebody, all his shit drops, you just pick it up and it all goes in the looting bag, assuming the looting bag's open. Because you can like click it to close it, so like items you pick up will go in your inventory. Like if you pick up a fucking sword, like a rune scimitar, you're like, ooh, a rune sim, like that's an upgrade, like let me pick that up and just equip it,
Right.
Like you just close the bag, and then like, but loot keys are super convenient for PKing, but looting bag is an entirely separate inventory that you use to store loot. So like, instead of clogging up your whole inventory, which you need food and supplies, because obviously you're going to be attacked, right? You're in the wilderness, you have to kind of prepare for people to attack you. All the items I'm picking up from the monsters go into the looting bag. And you might think to yourself, like, well, why would I want to pick up all this junk? Like, all these monsters that you're talking about, like greater demons and hellhounds, and like all these monsters typically have terrible loot. Like, they're not known for their loot. They're just kind of punching bags to level your stats up. Here's the thing. In the Wilderness Slayer Cave, which is a area in the wilderness that's like east of that Ferox Enclave that I was telling you with the Last Man Standing minigame, you go east out of there. It's a multi-combat zone, so it's dangerous. Like groups can show up and just murder your face. Clans can
Right.
log in and just take you out.
Yes, sir.
But it also means that you can attack multiple creatures, which means you can speed up your kills significantly. Like when you put a cannon down, it can attack everything all the time, no matter what. Whereas if you're in singles and you're taking damage, the cannon can only shoot the enemy that's attacking. But in multi, it can just continuously fire and fire and fire. But anyway, in that cave specifically, when you kill monsters, they have an additional loot table, which is exclusive to that cave, where it drops the blighted food like crazy, dude. Like, you'll kill like 10 monsters and there's just like 20 food on the ground, and you're like,
Jeez.
how convenient is this?
Right.
Like, I'm taking damage and I'm getting food, and I'm, you know, taking more damage, I'm killing more monsters, and like it's like an infinite sort of recycling. Like, you're constantly getting food back and stuff. And then all of a sudden, oh, there's a fucking rare drop. There's a blighted super restore.
Right.
I'll definitely pick that. I need it, you know, because I'm using prayer to boost my damage or whatever.
For sure.
It also has these ice sacks, which are used to cast ancient magic, the ice spells, and it's another PvP item, well, PvP/wilderness item, where it only takes one inventory slot, and it counts for all the runes, so you don't have to bring like, you know, death runes and
Oh yeah. Is that's not the same, or what are you talking about? The rune pouch, or
rune pouch holds all the different runes, and yeah, it's a similar concept where it's like one inventory item, but you can stack multiple, you know, like 3 items in there. So it basically is like 3 inventory slots in one. Ice sacks are functionally the same as that, but they're a stackable item. You know, you can have like 200 in your inventory or whatever. I wouldn't have 200 because, well, I mean, you could, but they're pretty expensive, so I'd probably bring like 100 out in case you get killed. Anyway, those ice sacks, same with the other sacks, there's like different, like teleport sack, entangle sack, like they're just called sacks, which are like sacks of runes or whatever. It allows you to cast any ice spell from the ancient spellbook. So the best one or the worst one, like any of them you want to cast, for one inventory slot. Because it's just a stackable item. It's like essentially having like 3 runes in one spot, like a rune pouch. But the thing is, they used to be a lot cheaper. Now they're like about 500 each. But I still think if you casted the spell with all the runes, like death runes, chaos, blood runes, whatever it is, it would cost more to use the runes than it would to just buy a sack and cast the spell. And these sacks are worth like 500 each, and it'll drop like 10 at a time. It's like, I just killed like a hellhound or some random monster, a lesser demon, and it dropped 5,000 gold worth of items. Like, I can sell that, or I can put it in my bank, and you know, when I do a fucking burst
rainy day.
Yeah, just use them. Yeah, like I use them. Like I don't sell them. I'll just keep all this stuff. But then you'll get like another, like the other part of the loot table has like random like adamant, rune, you know, stuff like that, like rune kite, adamant kite shield, adamant plate legs, like all these items, and it's like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but like, well, rune kite's like 35k.
Right.
But adamant, you know, adamant plate shield is like, or kite shield, or whatever, is like 3k, 3.5k, and it's like, that's not a lot, but I'll check my bank after like a bunch of tasks, and I have just like millions of gold worth of just random items, you know?
For sure.
Then you just you liquidate your stuff, you buy more supplies, you go back out, and like I was saying before, like, you make so much money. Like at face value, you look and you're like, you know, 150 greater demons, like that's gonna be slow. I'm gonna get no loot. Like that's awful. And I've had people tell me that, and then I tell them, yo, you gotta go to the Slayer Cave because it's just different loot table. You go there, and like the wiki even says, like, average kill for a greater demon in that cave is like 4 or 5k.
So
like,
if you're facing something that's, let's say it's the same NPC, but it's in the Slayer cave.
Slayer Cave,
Because it's in the Slayer Cave, it has a different drop table?
Yes, because you're in the wilderness and you're in this specific zone. But the thing is, the reason for, or not really the reason, but the justification, that's a better word, the justification for these monsters having better loot tables is because you are, number one, you're in the wilderness, and number two, you're in multi-combat. Like, I've had times where 5 people log in on me and instantly kill me, and then there goes 500k worth of loot, 400k, whatever I had on me, right? That's the risk. So, like, because you're taking on that risk, Jagex is like, here's a bunch of fucking gold.
Right.
And there's a lot of people who disprove. A lot of people think, like, oh, the wilderness just, you know, it puts out way too much gold. Like especially revenants. I'm sure you've heard of
Revenant right? Caves. Yeah, Venezuelan caves.
Yes, that's the most infamous spot because those monsters there are very weak if you have the right setup, and they just print gold. But the risk there is you get better loot and you get noted loot if you're skulled. So it's like,
oh, so if you're skulled, you get better loot, but when you're skulled, you also are risking more,
lose
right?
All your shit. Yes, yes, exactly. You lose everything except for one item, or you could get smited and lose all your
everything.
Items. But it doesn't note it. That's wrong. When you're skulled, you get double drops and you get a better drop table. So like you get access to like dragon long swords and like dragon plate legs and stuff. And then it's like, oh, if I get a dragon plate leg drop, there's 2 of them. So that's like 250k from 1 kill, which took me 10 seconds. You know, it's like, I understand that gripe and how many bots there are and stuff like that, but PKers can show up and just wipe the floor with you because they have, you know, 50 to 100 mil worth of gear on them, but they don't care because they're just going after guys like me that are just killing revenants, and I don't have, you know, a lot of like expensive gear that I'm like trying to fight back with because I'm skulled. It's like, I don't want to.
But that's the same thing in that Slayer Cave you're talking about too, right? Like,
yeah, but Slayer Cave's
people can PvP there and hunt you down. Hyder, you got a message in chat, G.
Yeah.
But there's never ever a time that you could, like, let's say you want to go into the Slayer Caves, right? There's never really a time that you can go there and just be like, I'm just gonna go and do my tasks and I'm cool, right?
Yeah, bro. Most of the time I'm doing Wilderness Slayer, I don't get bothered. Like, people have this vision of what the wilderness is. Like, they think if I walk into the wilderness, I'm gonna be jumped by fucking 30 people who've been playing this game for 10 years, and I'm gonna instantly die, and it's gonna be stupid.
Right.
But the reality is that you don't get attacked nearly as much as you think, because the wilderness is largely pretty fucking dead if you compare it to like the olden times. Which sucks because the wilderness is at the best it's ever been. It has incentive for players that just want to kill monsters and make gold and, you know, gain XP and do all that stuff. And then it, by the same coin, it gives incentive to PKers to like, oh hey, it's super profitable to kill these monsters in this cave. Well, let me grab, you know, a couple friends or even just one friend and let's just go hunt people. But they just don't want to do that because people don't want to risk, you know, their gold. I don't want to get killed. And then the PKers are like, I don't want to hop between 50 worlds to find one guy that's worth like 200k, 300k. You know, yeah, we might get lucky.
So the wilderness is not as poppin' as YouTubers make it seem.
Depends on the area, like certain worlds. But yeah, as far as the general wilderness, which is what I like to do, I don't like to go to like the PvP worlds like you were talking about. I don't do the PvP worlds. I don't do high risk worlds because those are like a lot of people just gambling and like doing risk fights, you know, where it's just like we're just trying to KO each other over and over and over and over. I prefer the random encounters, or like semi-random, right? Where like you run into a guy and you're like, oh snap, let me get away, or let me tell them, like, oh my gosh, you know, that thrill of like, oh my gosh, somebody could get me, you know. And same with the PK, like, you might come across a guy that like looks like a noob, you kill him, and he's like, dude, why are you killing me, man? Like, what's going on?
Right.
And then you kill him, and he's worth like 3 mil, and you're just like, dude, why is this noob out here? Like I killed a guy the other day in full dragon plate, dragon med, dragon like square or something, you know, dragon whatever, just full dragon, and he was just killing zombies in the cemetery in like level 15, 16 wilderness or something. And I was like PKing in the boss that's near there, and I saw him, and it's like, how am I gonna walk away? You know, why am I gonna show this guy mercy because he looks like a noob? Like, if I don't kill him, another PK.
See, I'm that guy, right? But I'm that guy in that situation that you want to go dolls beeping. You feel me?
I mean, yeah, of course. But the thing is, the more you're out in the wilderness, if you care, or try, or whatever you want to say, you get better. Like, to escape a PKer is the most valuable thing that anybody in the, whether you're a PKer or you're just a PVMer or you're just a random guy doing clue scrolls, whatever it is, learning to escape using like freeze spells and stuff is so valuable, because there's times where you just freeze a dude, walk behind a corner, or like go behind a tree, and then just spam log out, and it's just, it's done.
Yeah, that
whole
too.
encounter is over. But when people go out there, they don't really think about that, because they're like, I don't want to PK, I don't want to PvP, I don't really know how to PvP. And it's like, dude, freezing a guy and running behind a tree, that's not,
right.
I mean, yeah, technically it's PvP,
but it's not the whole shindig you need to know.
Shebang,
yeah, I mean, like, to be honest with you, bro, I get what you're saying, but the like, I feel like you just have to kind of just do it to get over it, because you know, it's still kind of intimidating. Even though you're saying all of that stuff, it's still kind of intimidating, because I can be the on the other end of the stick, like you just said, the guy who's just minding his own business, killing skeletons, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be the dude that you see and you're like, oh, fresh meat, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be that guy.
Yeah. But the thing is, like I was mentioning, not to like take away from what you're saying, but in that same regard, with the idea I was saying about the food chain, like, there are players in this game, and I run into them, not, like you said, not as frequently, because I'm not in those like PvP servers, I'm not in those like designated, you know, rev zones where like all the PKers go. There are times where I randomly come into contact with a PKer that makes me nervous, where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking die if I fight this guy. Like, like, I'm gonna die, like, straight up. And like, as you get more and more experience, you start to feel that out a lot quicker, because sometimes, like, when I was first starting, I'd be like, oh, you know, I'll entertain this, you know, I'll fight this guy. And like, a lot of people told me, a lot of PKers, you know, because I told them, hey, I'm trying to learn how to PK, a lot of PKers would tell me, if you're not risking a lot, fight everybody. Like, if someone's 20, 30 levels higher than you, who cares? Try to fight them. You're gonna die, whatever. You're gonna get used to dying, you're gonna get used to, you know, losing your gear, you're gonna get used to losing. And that's one of the biggest hurdles that people have, is they don't like losing. You know, when you're slaying monsters like you guys right here, you guys are fucking heroes. You're just murdering these minotaurs, and they can't do anything about it, you know?
Right.
You feel strong. There's
yeah,
a level
I love screwing these minotaurs up. Trust and believe, I wish they were people in PvP world.
but yeah, it's like, you know, that vibe is there when you're doing PvM. Like, obviously, if you go into raids or bosses or certain quests, all of a sudden you get a little nervous. You're like, oh, this monster is actually pretty tough. Like, oh, I didn't expect this, you know? But in the wilderness, it's like you get that all the time. Like, all you know, every opponent, every possible person, you know, someone shows up on your minimap. Even when I'm PKing. When I'm PKing, I look, what level is that guy? Oh, he's 20 levels higher than me, and he can attack me? I'm out. Like, I don't want to do this, you know? Like, depends on their risk. Like, if their risk is high, then it's like I'll feel it out, because it's like if I can kill you, because I've killed people that are higher level than me, but it's like if I, within the first moments of the fight, if I notice your clicks and notice your gear switches and your prayers and your spec attacking me, it's like, okay, I'm out. Like, we're not doing this. You're way stronger than me. You're probably way better than me at PvP. I'm out, you know? And I feel like
switching like a
really no
maniac.
Huh?
Switching like a freaking maniac.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty good at switches, but you'll see people that will, like, cast a spell and then immediately they're, like, in a full other set, and you're like, oh, they're gonna shoot with the crossbow. But then, like, it's called one-ticking. Like, right before they attack with the crossbow, they switch all the way back to magic and cast magic on you again, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, and I try to do it. I'm not as good as some of these players, but I can do that. They're called like fakies, where like, you know, you'll cast a spell and then equip your range gear. As soon as like you see the XP and the animation start, you swap to all your range gear, and then they instinctively are like, oh, he's gonna range me, so let me change my prayer. So they change their prayer, and this all happens in the matter of like 2 seconds.
Goodness.
2-3 seconds. Then you quickly switch back to the other style that you just hit him with, and then hit him again off prayer, because it's really important to hit him off prayer, because prayers in PvP reduce the damage you take from that style. It's not. It also might be accuracy. I'm not sure. It could be. But I know for sure it's damage reduction, whereas like in PvM, most of the time it's full immunity, you know? So if you're not like guessing correctly or like reading their movements and stuff, they're gonna hit you off
pretty
prayer
bad
and do a lot more damage to you than what they should if you were like correctly, you know, changing your prayers and stuff. But as like a new player, you're having to switch your screen, or like your inventory screen, from your inventory to your prayers, and then your spell, and then back to your inventory, because I gotta eat food. Oh shit, he switched his gear. I gotta change my prayer. Oh, you know, he's unfrozen. I gotta freeze him. Let me go to my spell. Oh wait, I don't have that mage gear on. Let me go back to my, you know, it's like, it's a lot to handle. And like early on, I was like overwhelmed. I was like, how does Oda block, like, how do these PvPers, like, how do they do this? Like all this clicking and stuff, you know?
Yeah, he goes crazy, dog. His. You finally got one? I think I got like 3 drops of those. But yeah, no, keep one. What's your defense at now?
19.
Oh, so close. But yeah, Oda blocks is like, his switches are in when he gets in mode, like when he gets competitive, because I've seen 2 styles from him. I've seen just a casual PvP, even then he still slaughters, but then there's like this super try-hard competitive mode that like no one can catch, and it's just super fast. I mean, I think he's like in tune with the game ticks. He probably hears game ticks in his head.
He's a master of the game for sure. He's I don't know if he's the best PvPer, but he's like in the
at least content wise, he's the best.
Yeah. In regards to what you're saying about the different styles, I think what you're referring to, I could be mistaken, but it's just my guess. The style that I play, which is what I think you're describing right now, about like that intense, like crazy switches and all that, that's typically the type of play style that you do during what is colloquially termed in the RuneScape community, or I guess the PK community, as NHing, which stands for no honor. And it's
no rules, right?
No rule, exactly. I'm gonna heal up as soon as I take damage. Like back in the day, people used to say, "Oh, you're safer. You're eating too much. Like you're not letting me, you know, potentially get a KO." And it's like, if I'm not showing you honor and I'm doing no rules, I don't give a shit who you are.
Right.
I'm trying to kill you by any means. I'm gonna eat as frequently as I want because I'm not trying to fucking die.
Right.
You know. And so NHing is typically where you bring all 3 combat styles.
Oh, my boy got the all mithril on. Hold on, my bad, G. He got the all mithril on and walked up to me.
That looks fire.
Yes, my boy went from steel to mithril in one night. Yo, what?
That's what's up, dude. Making those games.
I'm not playing, bro. I'm not playing.
Hell
That's
yeah,
grinding,
bro.
dude.
Good stuff. And proving me wrong, brother. Congratulations. That's a jump too. Steel to mithril?
Dude, I had to show you up, you know what I'm saying?
I like that, brother. I like that.
He's really competing.
I like that.
See, that's the thing. I can hella tell, like,
It's my favorite.
if he got a little bond.
Hey, relax. Don't get this man too excited, all right?
I'm just saying it.
Listen,
He definitely seems like the type of player where if I'm like, oh, check out this guy.
no matter
He
what,
can just blitz through the early game and just be like, look at my levels, bro, and you'd be like, slow down, dude.
look at this. You see this right here? This is hard work and dedication right here. You might not. I don't know if you're still on stream, but this right here, hard work and dedication.
That's good total, man. You're almost 1K.
And look, I know it's not a lot, but if we go to Hans, if we go talk to Hans, I don't think this is a very old account. Trust me. I mean, general, it's 18 plus, but OSRS, it's not that long.
Did you know you could check your playtime?
How?
Cheapest G0 exclamation G safe.
Hold on, let me get this guy to shut up.
www.c0m.
You're leaving.
And one wrong and
Or you already left, I guess. I
There
have no
we
idea.
go. Okay,
But,
where is this?
If you click the blue icon, like the circle to the left of your backpack, your inventory,
Quest list.
and then at the bottom there's a time played, and you like click to reveal it if you haven't yet. Or you can talk to Hans. Will tell you.
Oh,
when the
5
account was
days and
created.
17 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
I
so
knew
that
I
shows
seen
you-
that somewhere, but I guess I forgot.
Yeah, that shows you playtime. So that's good. I mean, you said what, 5 days?
Yeah, 5 days and 17 hours.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking.
But look at that right there. That's 6,786 days.
6,700.
That's about 18 months.
So you must have
I mean,
made it
18
right
years
when
and
they-
5 months.
And they dropped old school, huh?
Yeah, so when they went to RS2, I joined shortly after because I was introduced. So I was trying to remember, I was trying to get my memory working. And I remember I was introduced to this game by my friend Taras Koshik. He's
Russian.
Close. He was, I'm trying to remember. Ukrainian.
Croatian.
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian.
Super
basically Russian.
super dope dude, but we linked on RuneScape through Miniclip. Alright.
That's what's up.
Now, I remember joining this game like 2 months or maybe a month prior to like the Stronghold of Security, the GE. Like, I remember when those things didn't exist, but they didn't not exist for too long. So I've basically 20 years ago is when I started. I don't know my original account. I know my one main, but there was like barely any progress to it on RS3, so I don't use it at all. This is my only account that I use. So this is like my longest standing one so far.
Yeah, I mean it's coming along great, dude. I think you made some solid progress. And like you were saying earlier, you're almost a dragon, and like dragon's just really good at that level, and it's super nostalgic and iconic. You know?
Hell yeah. And you know the
Dragon
crazy thing is, bro,
all that stuff.
one thing that like geeks me out even more about all of this, like not even realizing that all these like the majority of all these like super rares are like a lot cheaper in game now.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I'm over here
So
talking to
much
Shuffler like, oh man, I can't wait to get Dragon, but man, it's gonna hit the bank super hard. And he's like, no, it's cheap. I look it up and I'm like, wait, what? Except for the full helm and the plate body, of course. But, you know,
Yeah.
I guess you don't need those.
Yeah, plus to me, I think the chain body just looks better. Plus, it's probably the
Well, yeah, the
nostalgia
chain
to the
body is...
game.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's
But
definitely the nostalgia.
yeah. The thing that hit me... Oh my gosh. What is this person doing?
Are you PvPing right now?
No, I am out in the wilderness. It's level 46. Makeout Hill. It's just some new, I think, Iron Man or something. Just grinding lesser demons, but I'm just gonna hop worlds. I don't like crashing people, especially if this dude's just aging them, like save spawning. But the thing that hit me with that of like, you know, oh shit, you know, this nostalgic gear was the Barrows gear. If you remember
Yeah,
that stuff,
I remember
like
that.
Rocks and stuff. I don't think I ever equipped any of those items when I was a kid. Like, I think I got one dragon piece. I maybe got a dragon chain, or like my friend let me wear one, you know, something like that. Like, I was never like, you know, rolling in the game with like money. But when I got my first Barrows gear, I even did Barrows myself to like get the gear. And it's like that to me was like when I really felt like hella giddy and like it felt like a kid again. We're like, oh my gosh, this new gear, like, but it's like the gear's been out for like, you know, like you said, like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, but I've never equipped it before. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have it now. Like, I can do, you know, like the Darok set or like the Guthins. I love the Guthin set, the one that heals you.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I just felt so cool, and I was like, yo, and that's what I was telling my friend, like, he also plays, but he plays an Iron Man. I was telling him that like not every day, but it feels like every day I'm like doing something different, or like maybe not differently, but I'm like learning something new, you know, and like I'm unlocking something that I've never used before, or like I'm doing some quest I've never done before, and it just feels like there's so much to the game that I still haven't really experienced.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it is for me on this game. I'm like a 20-year-old account, obviously, but with all the knowledge that I feel like I know, it's very small in comparison to all the stuff that I don't know. Especially like just the stuff that you tell me, I'm like, wow, this should be common sense to me. But obviously I've been thinking this way, and it's the wrong way to think for 20 years.
I wouldn't say wrong. To me, it's just it's like optimizations. It's not like what you're doing is wrong. It's just like the same with the same concept I was saying with like the wild. Like, there's pretty much always going to be a more optimal way to do it. Like, you might be doing the optimal way to level a skill, but are you two-ticking it? Are you manipulating ticks? Like, are you going super try hard? Like, I don't do that because I just don't care. I'd rather like set my character up and just AFK, like you were saying. You know, if I just like pull the game up on my phone and just AFK trees, or like, you know, mine or something, you know, like at the Motherlode mine. It's like, I don't go that deep, even though that's the quickest way to level, but it's like I just don't do it because it's a game. It's not like a chore to me.
Right.
That feels like I'm breaking my wrist to get extra imaginary fucking numbers in an imaginary fucking video game. It's like,
oh, I mean, that's RuneScape.
But everyone, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, talking shit about people playing RuneScape a certain way, it's like I'm being facetious. Like, I don't really care, you know. But it's like, me personally, it's just like, you know, I was telling my friend, because he was saying, I forget what he was telling, he was suggesting I do or something, and I was telling him that, like, you know, I log in, like, I do things that I want. Oh yeah, he was telling me to do rune crafting, the rune crafting minigame, Guardian of the Rift or whatever. Yeah, that's the name. Because he was like, dude, if you can get the outfit from that minigame, oh my god, dude, I'm lagging out.
Yeah, I feel like I hear your voice kind of getting a little, not bad, but it's kind of cutting in and out a little bit. Yeah, I hear you.
Does it sound better or is it messed up?
No, it sounds better now. Hey,
Yeah,
Hyder, don't.
my internet's been doing that lately. It's been just like DCing randomly, and like when I'm doing stuff in the wilderness, it's like, well, I hope I don't get attacked because I'm dead.
Oh yeah, that would be ass.
Like it's weird too because I can see my character kill things, and like, you know, I'm getting XP, and like the game's running, but when I click teleport, when I click to move, when I do anything, it doesn't register. It's like it's very strange.
Yeah, that's not good because then when you come back and everything that did register goes through and you end up in Lumbridge Castle, you know.
Yeah, that has happened before. That's
not
also
fun.
happened too, because like when you do so much Wilderness Slayer, at least that's how it's been for me. Like I just got so comfortable out here, where like I'll like be AFK killing monsters in the Slayer Cave, like in multi-combat, and just go AFK. Like I'll go to the bathroom and I'll come back a couple minutes later and I'm like still there. Or like you said, sometimes I come back and I'm in lumber. It's like, well, somebody got fed. Somebody got a little bit of gold.
Right.
You know, it's like it ain't that serious for me, you know. It's not like, oh dang it, dude, why did I have to go pee then? It's like, dude,
Right.
real life is always gonna be more important than the game.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're kind of, I'm not trying to say that like you're wealthy and all that, but I'm just saying like you can, especially when you can go out and PK and kind of make it back, you know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I've made actually, I don't know, I'd have to check the thing again. Like I said, I was going to tell you guys what my thing was, but
in my reward from this level?
Oh, bet. Then let's go down this level.
You might have already been in here. You just maybe forgot.
Let's go down the next level. But you got but you were able to claim the first one, right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
You might have skipped the first one.
Somehow.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, this one gets a little hairy sometimes.
I'm balling and get PK. Yeah, I've not died for a while, like definitely knock on wood. But lately I've just been getting people, just making money and just not dying, and the thing is I've gotten like significantly better than when I first started. You know, naturally that's just kind of what happened.
How long have you been PKing?
Like I'd probably say like probably 2 or 3 months. I want to say maybe a little bit more, but like not straight. You know, where like every day I log in, I'm PKing. You know, like I do more Wilderness Slayer than I do PK. But lately, I've been like, well, if I get bored of Wilderness Slayer, like, you know, I have a task where it's like, I want to do this task because it's good, but it's like, I just don't want to do it now. So I'm like, all right, put my PK gear on, let's go kill it. Because it's like, I don't want to kill the monsters, so I'll just kill people. But lately, like the other day, I was like gearing up, and I looked at my bank, and I had like 6 dragon crossbows. One of them I bought. 5 of them, like 4 or 5 of them, I PK'd from other players.
And didn't even know.
Well, I mean, I knew it, but it was like, when I would go out to PK, it's like, well, I don't want to bring a dragon crossbow because it's like 1.3 mil. Like, I don't want to, like, that's a pretty significant, you know, even though my bank's like a pretty good value, it's still like, you know, over a mil for a single item. Like, that's kind of crazy. And I still consider myself like learning to PK. Like, it's always going to be a learning experience for me, you know, like, I don't feel like I'll ever be like, oh, I've conquered PB, I'm the best I can be. It's like, no, I haven't plateaued yet. I still feel like I'm getting better. But yeah, I was just looking, and I had a rune crossbow, and I was just like, why am I doing that? Like, what? Like, because I had other gear that was kind of expensive. It's like, why not go all out? Like, I have fucking 6 dragon crossbows that, you know, a few of them I've killed people for. Why not just equip it and go out there? And now, lately, where I've been PKing, I'm just in, like, damn near max gear.
Woof.
And just, yeah, I'm like, yeah, if I die, I lose, like, you know, 4 or 5 mil, but I haven't died. And part of the reason I haven't died is because you know, and that's kind of the catch-22, is that when you risk more, assuming you know what you're doing or have a pretty good head on you about PvP, you have a better chance of survival and also
better loot.
Yeah, better loot, because you're doing more damage and you can take on stronger foes, and people might not expect, oh, this guy, you know, because my character's level 80. Somebody might see me and go, oh, he's level 80, let me just kill this guy. Like, you know, this will be easy. And it's like, but I have all this strong gear. It's like, well, do you know how to play? And that's what happened the other day. I was fighting a guy around my level, and he had similar gear to me, but he also had the Voidwaker, which is this crazy sick, like, wilderness weapon. And
My bad, I went the wrong way.
I ended up killing him because he just didn't know what was going on. And at first, I was like, I don't know if I want to fight this guy. Like, he looks like, you know, he had similar gear, and I know the whole, like, oh, fight anybody, you know, like, just go for it. But I was, like, mainly killing, like, PVMers, you know, just people in the wilderness.
So catch him fighting bosses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was camping this one skeleton boss, and it's singles only, so it's not like, you know, a team can come in and kill me, because I normally just PK solo. And I was like, screw it, like, I'll try, you know, like, I'm confident, I got good gear, you know, I'm gonna go for it. And I ended up killing him, and he, like, had no clue what to do. He just was like one of those guys that, like, you know, just recently made a you know, a pure, or maybe he's had it for a while because the stats are pretty good. But he was just one of those, like, funded by his main accounts and just had so much money he just didn't care about losing any. But at the same time, it was like he didn't really know how to PvP. So it's like, on first glance, you're like, oh, that guy looks geared, he's probably pretty good, and then you fight him and he's like, he's garbage, he's just not very good, and you're like, well, this is free.
Right.
And he basically, towards the end of the fight, because when I fight, I do the thing, you've probably seen Oda do it, when he's like changing styles and stuff, and gear. It's called DD, which is Death Dot, where you stand underneath the other player.
Oh yeah, I've seen him do that before.
Yeah, and so that minimizes the damage you take, because you can, like, you can freeze him, stand underneath, and then, like, heal up to full, drink your potions, and then just go back on the offensive, you know, and you're, like, full health, you know, but also at the same time, they can do that. They can recognize, like, oh, maybe they're gonna, you know, heal up, and then you both are full health. But it also kind of masks what you're gonna do to them, you know, because the game's kind of about prediction and guessing. So it's like, if I shoot you with a magic spell, go underneath you, am I going to shoot you with a crossbow? Am I going to spec you with a dagger? Am I going to just cast another spell? Like, you don't know. Like, you don't have your model turned off.
I'm about to hop off. I'm pretty tired.
Bet it up, man. I appreciate you, Heiner. To be honest, it's like midnight. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. over here. I'm probably gonna.
Dust Devils.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end the stream because it is late. But I've got a lot of freaking information. Let me tell you what, and I feel like I'm only gonna become more dangerous as this goes along.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
I'm gonna be.
Your cousin got like full mithril
in one night.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's getting out. You're gonna get him up to your level in no time, and y'all are gonna be. There's not a lot of. Oh, that's the other thing too. Real quick before you end, the wilderness has like co-op bosses that, like, you know, you and other people can kill together, but also, you know, gangs, whatever, clans or groups, they can show up and kill you. But it's like there's not a lot of places in the game where you and some friends can go kill a boss. So it's cool that you do that in the wilderness. At least I think so.
Heck yeah, bro. And then hopefully we get him freaking leveled up, and then once he's leveled up and I level up a little bit, I'm your protege, he's my protege, and we all get together on stream and take some bosses down. You feel me?
Yeah, we can do Scurious. Like, once you guys have 43 prayer, we can do Scurious. But I mean, you guys have to be members, so it's like all the stuff I have in mind is members. So like, you know, if you guys get bonds, or like if I give you guys whatever ends up happening, But there's really not a lot of group content in free to play.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, when you're free to play, you don't know how much you're missing. The game is huge, but then, yeah, that happens, and then you're like, oh crap.
Alright, well, peace out, y'all. Thanks for the stream. Thanks
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for all the information. Shuffler, appreciate you. Haida, thank you so much. Everybody who jumped on, thank you so much. Mental Midget, obviously with the 411s on everything. My boy is gonna make me a freaking. He's like my ammo, all right. He's gonna be my ammo. So be careful, all right. We got a crazy team.
You'll be the next Oda block, dude.
Facts. I'm gonna be the next Oda block.
You got the laugh down.
I got it.
Right. Good night, man.
Brothers, thank you so much. I hope you have a good night. We're gonna have a crazy freaking team. Midget, Shuffler, Haider, Vampire. We're gonna be unstoppable. Southside Varrock family, stand up. As always, always know what's good in your RuneScape neighborhood. We're gonna be an unstoppable team, alright? That's okay, you can PK me only because I love you, my guy. But as far as the team, we're assembling this army, alright? Know the Southside Varrock army is gonna be strong, and whoever we hit them hard, alright? All love for show. Southside Varrock family, stand up. Always know what's good in your RuneScape neighborhood. For show. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Love you all.